Hello, guys. How are you? Good afternoon. We are back at it again, like every day. And we are talking about relationships and friendships in Germany. And you guys wanted Brie to have this conversation with me. So I extended the invitation, like you guys asked me to. And Brie said yes. So we're definitely going to be talking about relationship. Myself and Brie or Brenda Pazurik. She has been a guest on this live stream for a few times now, and you guys have really loved her. You wanted me to speak to her about our relationship or our relationships with white men. So we will definitely talk about that, and I hope you guys like it. So where are you guys? Where have you been? What have you been up to today? Today is a Tuesday, or am I right? Yes, it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, and I am going back to work today. Yoo-hoo. I think I had like almost 3 weeks off. And now it's time to go back to work. So I am definitely ready for that. I have had such a good time just being at home and concentrating on the live streams and on my businesses. And now it's time to go back to work. So guys, today we're talking about relationships, friendships, love, arguments, the difference between the relationships that we've had. I think it is going to be exactly what two girlfriends or two women talk about. So we're just going to keep it very simple. We're also going to keep it very so much fun, like always, and yeah, something that we can relate to. So, Bree, are you ready? I see you now. I see you. All right, come on over. Say hi. Hi, girlfriend.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, but my connection again. Let's.
Oh
I really
no,
don't know what's up.
I'm so sorry. But it looks fine right now.
Sorry?
It looks fine right now.
Yeah, a bit, just a bit.
Let's hope it stays like that, right?
Sorry?
Let's hope it stays like that.
Yeah, let's hope it's going to work because I don't know what the issue is.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but not so clearly.
Oh my God.
Let me try switch off the Wi-Fi, try to use data. I don't know if it's gonna work or no.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so guys, I am here. I am very, very fit. I was up early, but I had a lot to take care of because, like I told you, I'm off right now. I'm going to work. I'm going back to work today. So until that happens, I had a lot to do, and I was going live every day. You guys know this. I'm going live on a daily basis. So there are things that I could not do or I could not take care of. So I had to take care of a lot of things today, this morning, before I go back to work, because when I start working night shifts, I come back home, and then I have to sleep a few hours. I still want to come to the live stream every afternoon, and then after the live stream I have to go to work immediately. So it leaves very little room to do any other thing, or other things, or other chores, or a few appointments that I would have here and there. I still have online businesses to take care of and orders to send out. And actually, if you don't know or you've never known, I have an online shop. I actually have two, but people only know the bucketlist.com online shop, where I sell travel inspired items or products. What people don't know, I also sell clothes, women clothes, and I do that on sesacollection.com. and that has been my oldest online shop, Sesa Collection. And I am very excited to. I'm trying to combine those two. I'm trying to make them one big shop where you can buy everything that is connected to me. I want to make it one website with all of that stuff. So I would like to know from you guys what you think. If you've never if you never knew about my clothes online shop, the Sesa Collection one, please check out my Instagram shop, which is Sesa Collect, at Sesa Collect, and let me know. Yeah, so the shop is called Sesa Collection. It has women clothes and bags and all of that good stuff, and um and Bucket List Says is an online shop where I only sell travel inspired products. So you see, those two are different, but I'm trying to put them all under one roof so that you guys, when you see me travel, I will always have wear the dresses from my own shop so that it will also be combined into travel. I hope you guys know what I mean. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy the online shop. It's going to be ready very soon. I'm trying to combine it all together this week so that you guys have an easier time shopping for the dresses. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited about that. I hope that you guys have time. Um, I hope that you guys have time to check that one out. If you've never bought anything from my shop, try it out, check it out. Yeah, so I cannot wait, guys. I cannot wait to put it all together and just have fun with it, because there are two things that I'm very passionate about. I'm passionate about fashion, and especially um elegant fashion. I don't mean elegant just going to church kind of a thing, but also just elegant material, elegant styles that you feel comfortable with. You look like $1,000,000, nothing cheap. And yeah, so I'm very passionate about fashion and elegant fashion, and I'm very passionate about travel. You guys know this. So I want to combine those two and make it one big online shop where I can sell both travel inspired products and also sustainable fashion. So I hope you guys are going to like that. So if you've never checked out my website, it is bucketlist.com, bucketlistsays.com, and I sell travel inspired products there, but I want to combine it with the Sesa Collection website that I sell clothes on so that they are all under one roof. I hope you guys like that. I will definitely share with you once it's done. Yeah, so today we will be talking about relationships in Germany, and I have been here for 10 years, and now it's going to be 11 years. Oh my God, 11 years in Germany. Jesus Christ. And it's a long time, and I came here when I was 24. So it is very safe to say that most of my adult life has been here. So of course I started dating when I was 19. Before that, I wasn't really, I don't know, I wasn't, people always assumed that I knew a lot when it came to boys and all of that when I was young, because I was open and I was speaking to everybody. I wasn't shy talking to boys. I wasn't shy when they were talking to me. I was very comfortable with conversations with guys or boys. I always had my short skirts on, which older people interpreted wrongly, like I was trying to seduce boys or anything. I just loved fashion, and that was it. So my relationship started very late, what most people do not know. I loved, having conversations and having fun with guys and boys, but I never really took it seriously. Like, okay, now they want to do this and this and this with me. I I didn't go that far. I never went that far as to think. I think I was naive for too long. I just thought they would just want to have a conversation, and if you were out, because sometimes we would go on Sunday jams. You guys know Sunday jams. If you live in Nakuru, we used to go to Coco Savannah or to Dimples, and I thought guys just wanted to have a good time and to dance and and to drink Fanta, because we were only drinking Fanta on Sunday afternoons, really. Um, and I don't know, I was really naive, guys. I did not take time to really think about what do people want with me, or what do boys really want in girls. I was that naive. And then in high school, I was one of those people that was in every group. If there was this group, I was there. I was in drama club, I was in the physics club and sciences. I would even be in the maths club in my third and fourth year, where I went to another school. I was in all sciences clubs. I was in maths class, clubs or groups, and it is not because I was so good in maths. I just loved being almost everywhere, and people loved me being everywhere. So I don't know. I think I had an effect on people. And they will not leave me for these symposiums that we always went to other schools for symposiums, and and even if it was drama or entertainment or sports or sciences or something very, very official, they still want to take me in that bus. So I was one of those people. You will find me everywhere. My grades were good, so it's not like I was just having fun and my grades were not good. And that is what also a lot of people did not understand, how I still got good grades, and I was one of the people to go out with you guys, and I'll be the latest one to go to bed, and tomorrow morning my homework will be done, and people did not understand all of that. So my dating life started when I was 19. It was very, very late. Hey Brie, I see you.
Hey,
Hi. Sasa,
hi.
sijui watu leo wamehepa wapi.
Sorry?
I don't know where people went to today. Watu wamejificha leo.
I can imagine bado hadi sahii fanyi kazi, so I really don't know what we do now.
Oh yeah. What do we do? Ebu, let me write the group, because someone was here. Hi guys, how are you doing? Someone came in. How are you? I'm just sharing with another group I just got in. And it is a YouTubers group. And I'm hoping they will
Sorry?
come join. Let me see before you, but now I can see you well. Yeah, so hi guys. Hi Alex. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are just great. Thank you for joining me. I am talking about my relationships and how I started dating, and the lessons I've learned. And Bree or Brenda Pazurik is about to join me. So I hope you guys will stick around, and yeah, we'll talk about where everything started. So I had explained a little bit that I started dating when I was very, very old. I mean, older than most people. I started knowing more about boys when I was 19. And it's because, I don't know, I think I was very naive for very long. And Bree is coming over. She's coming over. I was very naive, and I did not know what I wanted, what I really, I don't know. Guys used to try a lot. Of course, I was pretty and all that, and guys tried flirting with me, but I really did not get the message for a very long time. I loved talking to guys. I was never shy about talking to guys. I was never shy when guys talked to me, which was also a little bit weird for them. So I just took it too lightly. everything was a joke and everything was just having fun and all of that. I started being really serious about dating when I was 19, and by this time I was already working. I started working as a receptionist in a clinic, and that is why guys now started really, trying and passing notes and passing their numbers to me and sending my friends and all that. And that is why I started really opening my eyes to dating, and it took some time. And then I realized very fast that I was attracted to, those bad boys. The ones with cornrows and long hair and dreadlocks, and all of all of the boys that your mom will scream when she sees you with. Those are the boys that I liked. And I don't think it has really changed that much. Every time I tried to get into a relationship with someone who was well put together and slick hair and all that, it doesn't do so much for me. I've always been into people that can take care of themselves in the streets, and I don't know what to tell you guys. I think with time you already know what you like, and there's what you like and what you would like to like. When it comes to dating, especially for women, guys, especially for women, you know that, even for guys, I think, but let me talk for women because I'm a woman. There are those people, there are those men that your parents would like you to have, right? Or those kind of men who you're like, the society would expect me to have such kind of a man, or I am supposed to have such kind of a man, and that, and they should be looking like this and earning this and driving this, and this is what the society expects of you, and this is what your mom or your dad would like you to have. And then there's a time you have to be like very honest with yourself, like who really attracts you, which is that guy that you see and all of a sudden you can't talk and you can't even breathe, and you have to hold yourself somewhere before you fall. And there comes a time you have to think about that. And I am really I really respect women who come to a point and I think, okay, I know this is the kind of a man that I want, and but I know that my parents or the society expect me to have this kind of a man, and then you just go for the one that society expects of you and marry the guy. And I don't know how to do that. I really don't know how to do that. It takes a lot of courage for very many women, and I can say this for sure, there are a lot of women and a lot of guys also that are in relationships with people because this is what is expected of them or what the society would expect them to have. And I know there are a lot of them and people don't want to talk about these, but have you ever seen a woman, let me talk about women again, a woman who, or even a guy that would, you see them with a certain kind of a guy, right? Or all of a sudden, no, the whole time they're dating like maybe a DJ, like the whole time, DJs, and those guys. So Subaru guys. And then all of a sudden, she's not with one of them. All of a sudden, you hear she's getting married to that guy who, I don't know, has a big farm somewhere in Kiambu and has never been to the city. And they start getting kids, and that's it. Have you ever heard that? What really happens there, guys? What do you think happens? Because no one can tell me that all of a sudden they started getting attracted to someone who is totally different from what they were attracted to. I think it comes a time when a lot of women compromise in relationships when it comes to settling down, and they think, okay, now I think I'm old enough, I think it's time to settle down, and I think it's time I get someone who is more serious with life, or someone who already has his own, someone who already has his shit together, and then they just look for that guy and get married and get kids. Have you ever seen that, guys, or am I the only one? What really happens there? I've never really understood, because I could never do that. I tried it. Let me not say I could never, because I tried it. Let me tell you what happened, guys. Okay. I'd been dating bad boys, right? My whole life. Like bad boys. And that has always been, um, I've always been attracted to people who know more than just earning money. People who have gone through the school of life, people who that you'll be stuck somewhere in a new in a new country with them, and they'll find a way around to talk to someone who doesn't know any English, and people who know how to get along with people. They know how life has taught them something, or the streets have taught them something. I've always been attracted to such people. So so I had been with such people my whole life, and that's the only way I'm happy, and I know myself up to now. And I thought, okay, I got to 28, and I was like, okay, you know what? No, you're a 28-year-old woman. It is time that you just start. There's some kids here who are screaming. Let me close this door. I'm sorry, guys. So I got to a time when I was 28. I got to that point where I was like, oh my god, this is not working for me. Being with these bad boys and these guys who don't have their shit together. I'm just having a lot of fun, yes, but it's not working. As far as if I want to settle down, I don't know how I'm going to do it, right? So I went on a search. I went on a search for a mature guy, or for a guy that knows what he's doing and has already done his stuff and everything, right? And it wasn't. I will tell you for sure, it wasn't hard at all. Yeah, because in Germany, um, there are a lot of apps and there are a lot of dating sites, and I got him from a dating site. I went to the dating site and I was very honest about what I'm looking for, and I wrote everything else. Alex, Brie had a problem with her internet, but she's checking it and then she's coming back. Yeah, so I had that realization. I was like, okay, I think now it is time I really look for a serious guy. I went to these dating sites, and it was not hard at all, because I can tell you for sure there are a lot of men in Germany who are looking for women, but because Germans are a little bit shy when it comes to flirting. So even when everything was open before COVID, before a guy just went out and started flirting with you or saying hi, or especially the kind of guys that I was looking for. Yeah, I remember Sly. Oh, say hi to her, Shiro. Say hi to her. Please write me on my Instagram. Bucket list says DM me, and then I'll give you my number so you can give her. Yeah, so thank you so much, Hirobi. Yeah, so I went to these dating sites and I wrote a very good profile. I took some nice photos and I put them there, and I was very honest about myself. I was like, I'm looking for someone who is totally stable and is just looking for a woman, and we can start life together. I was honest, like that, blunt. Like, I'm looking for you who is stable and you know what you're doing with life. That is what I did, guys. And sometimes I always tell people, sometimes you really have to do it that way, because women, we know sometimes when you're single and searching, yeah, we can write everything we want on Instagram, like, I'm good by myself and single is good and everything. But when you really want a man, you really know that time, yeah. And I always say, if that is the case, take it like when you are really looking for a job. That time you're really looking for a job and you send your CVs everywhere. You should also take it like that. Hi, Shiro. Is this Shiro from Stuttgart, where we were with Sly? If it's you, I would really like to see you again. I miss you so much. I hope you're well. Says, send me the link. We talk about dating in Kenya and Germany, especially dating old shows. Let me send the link here, and then you can just join, Alex. Definitely, we can talk about dating shows. um, so anyone who wants to join, you can join using this link. I just sent it right now on the comments section. Hey, Mother Finest, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much, guys. Shirobi, Rose, CTV, Mother Finest, Alex. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. We're waiting for Bree. She's fixing something with her internet, and then she'll be back. Before she does that, I'll give you a little bit of my background in dating. Okay, so I'm 28. I've dated a few people here and there. I've tried the waters, and okay, I come to the point where I'm like, okay, I need someone serious, someone who has their shit together. I want to start settling down. Okay, all right. So I've put my profile in these apps. In these, I'm really looking, like really searching for a man. I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want any boys anymore. I want a man, right? And then I apply and everything. And then I meet this guy, and it wasn't, by the way, it wasn't hard, guys. Like I'm saying, I got a lot of replies and a lot of, like I was saying, a lot of, especially those guys that I was looking for, the serious older guys, a little bit serious, a little bit older than I was. Especially those guys, they're always in dating sites because most of them are very busy when it comes to work. They're always working, or they're always in school, or always traveling. They don't have time to socialize. They don't have time to go out and go dancing and flirt on the streets and everything. They do not have time for that. So most of these people, those men, are on dating sites. So I got a lot of requests back, and I'll be very honest with you guys. And after I started now dating the guy, that is when I was like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? Because he had everything I wanted him to have, like everything I wanted in a guy with my 27, 28 years. He had everything. But guys, I will tell you for sure, I've never been so unhappy in my life. Never been so unhappy. The guy he did not do anything to me. He was actually very nice, very kind, very generous. Anything I wanted before I wanted it, he had already bought it or booked it or ordered it. He was just very generous. um but something was there that was just telling me, no, I could not even. Every time he told me he's coming over, or he's picking me up, I was just like, I was scared to death. This is the kind of guy, when he just came close to me, I woke up and went to the fridge to get alcohol or something. That is how bad it was. I was really, really unhappy, guys. And that there was one lesson that I learned, that told me it's not always what people want you to have, or the kind of a man that you think the society is expecting you to have, or the kind of man that will make your mom or your father proud. It's not about that. There is something else that's always there when it comes to relationships, and it is that ingredient where you're like, okay, I don't want to be away from you. Every time you're away from me, I'm away from you. I really, really miss you. I can't imagine my life without you. That kind of element. And I think that is the most important for you. That is what reminds you of what you really like in men. I see Bree is in the house. Let us continue with this conversation together. So Bree, come on, girl. Yeah,
Hi.
yeah, yeah. Hey, looks fine now.
Yeah, it's a bit better. I really
Yes,
hope and pray it behaves.
I think
But
it will.
let's,
It
yeah.
will. So we have Mother Finest in the house. We have
Hi, Martha.
Gina. We have Shiro B, we have Rose C TV, we have Alex, we have, oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. Imagine coming to my live stream on a daily basis. You guys are the best. And Brie also, thank you so much for your support, guys. I love you very, very, very
Thank
much.
you. Mhm.
So, Brie, welcome back.
Thank
Harry,
you.
you look
Asante.
beautiful as always.
Thank you so much.
And I wish I would have seen that wig. You show me later.
I will.
It looks really beautiful. So,
Asante.
I was just telling people about my a very short preview of my
Mhm.
relationships and how I realized what I really like in men.
Mhm.
So if you guys did not hear that, you can always rewatch later. So Brie, let us talk about is your man right now, or is he your first white man? If I can put it that way.
I wouldn't say no.
Okay.
He's not like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not the first one.
Okay. So
Mhm.
did you always know you wanted to date white men, or it just happened?
Uh, Nikiwa mdogo, I used to tell my mom I could not even differentiate between Indians and I could not just tell any white person. For me, nikiwa mdogo, it was a white person. So I used to
Yeah.
see one and tell my mom, nitaolewa na mzungu. nitaolewa na mzungu. And then when I grew up to become a teenager, it changed because wanatoka wapi wa wazungu. I didn't know where to get them. I can't travel to get them. So I was like, I guess I'll not marry one anyway. So I started dating our men back home, our
Yes.
brothers back home.
Yes.
And then it became so frustrating because they are not there. For me, in my experience, I know there are some great black guys back
Yes.
at home, but for me, they were not. Acha niseme, all of them I was dating, they were not what I wanted because hawakuwa wanafika like mali nataka, not in terms of money, but they were not down for a serious relationship. So I
Okay.
saw, acha tu niachane na wao, let me just go back to my dream when I was young. I started looking. Yeah, and finally I got one.
Yes. I was telling people, and I will say it again. I think that when you're really looking for a man, if you know, like you're looking for that white man, yeah, I always tell people you have to treat it like a job. Look, send CVs, really look,
Yeah.
yeah. That,
Yeah.
that that thing that we always do, you know, you are single, you are
Do
lonely,
it
you're
do it
searching.
as if your
Yeah,
life depends on it.
go for it. Like take photos, go for a photo shoot for photos. Be really serious about this, and then you're going to definitely going to. If you put a lot of concentration on it, you'll get someone. Okay. Um. So, what has been your experience so far? What can you say are the differences between the white, how can I say, a relationship with a white man without even talking about, I don't want to talk about your husband or anything,
Yeah, yeah.
just general characteristics that you have seen between the white man and the black man that you have dated.
Um, this is what I would say. There are so many. I've seen so many differences according
Yes.
to how honest they are. I'm not saying there are no bad white guys. There are so many bad white men, but according to my experience, they are more open. They let you know when something is wrong, when something is not right. They take care of you. They put your feelings first. They are so selfless. That's what I would say. They're just selfless.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know this does not apply to all African men. So we're just really,
So,
guys, we're not trying to throw shade anywhere. We're just talking about our own experiences.
yeah.
And I was talking to a girlfriend back at home the last time I was in Kenya, and she was telling me that she cannot remember the last time that they really just talked about her. You know, like your man asking you, are you okay? You know,
Mm,
it's always about how are the kids and the fees and the bills and the house, you know, that's it.
yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
she was telling me she wonders if she wanted to know if there's a difference with white men and black men for me. And that is something that I had already totally forgotten. You know, the way that men in, okay, my experience with white men has been like they really know how to go deep into feelings, even for them. They will
Yes.
cry if they have to, they will
Yeah,
be
sure.
vulnerable if they have to. And that is something you maybe don't see in black men. They don't cry before you as a woman, they don't want to show you their weak side, or they will not even tell you their troubles. They just take care of things, you know, and then don't really bring you in. So I agree with you. They are a little bit honest and more open in that sense. But do you think that sometimes they're too open?
I wouldn't say so, but
Mm-hmm.
at times, for me, it's a bit new when someone just tells you how they feel openly, and I'm thinking, why? Because I'm not used to, and you think, why did you have to tell me all this?
Mm-hmm.
But I would say it's just how they are. It's just how they've been raised. The same way for us. Sometimes they think we don't want to talk about things because of the way we've been raised. We are a bit we are hiding.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say they are so open.
Okay. Um, Let me give you an example of my case, and then you tell me if it's the same with you. My
Okay.
boyfriend is a very, I've learned a lot from him. He's very honest, like honest to a fault.
Mm-hmm.
And the honesty is sometimes for me a little bit too much, especially when it comes to when we're in Kenya and we're with our family or Kenyan friends. I don't want I don't want all our business out there. Like we have been taught to like put a lot of things private. Not everybody should know how much you have in your pocket right now, or the troubles you're going through. But as for white men, or for my case, he doesn't have a problem with saying stuff. He doesn't have a problem with saying something that you did to him, Jana, to
Yeah,
everybody.
I understand.
Is it true for you too?
It's very true, because I remember like the first time he came home, as we were talking, like he's just so open to a point that my mom tells me who you iba na yeye, because because he's like he needs to do something, and he'll just say, I'll save up and do this. Like you don't tell all the details, and I have to call him, lazima nimwite nyuma ya hema nimwambie we vitu zingine si lazima useme into details, just say later on we are going to do this, but he'll just tell you, for now the money I have is for something different, or I don't
Yes.
have that amount of money, but we are planning to save up, we do this, we are planning to save up, we do a wedding. And to most African parents, not all, some will ask you later, kwani huyu ananga pesa, because he's so honest, because we are not used to that in back at home. It's a good thing, but at times I feel it's a bit too much.
Yeah. You know what? I think in Kenya or in Africa, we've been taught to always say yeah or no without explaining. And then you always think that people have money. And we
Yeah.
all know that not I cannot just come to you and tell you, nipe 20K, and then you just give me. It might take a minute, it might take a few
Yeah.
weeks or even months, right? And that is what then and I like that. Imagine bado niko na ile fly moja kwa nyumba. Nilishindwa kuiua. Nimezungukana nao kwa hata give up. So, um, I've always thought about that one also, because when it comes to his honesty, is one of the things why I love him, because there's hakuna kitu
Akuya kuficha.
ya kuficha, alafu it doesn't keep you guessing ati kwani labda kuna kitu aniambi, mkiona nifanya hivi jua nataka kuiua.
I just leave it.
Inanipa stress anyway. It doesn't keep you guessing. It's not like, okay, labda kuna kitu aniambii ndio kwa maana amenyamaza. Unajua those people that you have to keep and read between the
Yeah,
lines.
keep asking what's up, why this, why that, yeah.
Yeah, so I love that about him. But when it comes to Kenya, Aki, I have to put a governor on him the whole time.
Yeah, you have to
Zote
tell him, na
mnamtaka.
ujue tukifika kule vitu zingine usiseme. Vitu
Alafu
zingine
bado haelewi. Bado
yeah, he
hataelewa.
doesn't understand, like he asks, what's the big deal? There is no big deal if this is just so honest.
Yes. Okay. Wangu alianza kuelewa kidogo, but at the same time bado utasikia amsemaje, hatuwezi enda saizi, tuko tumepangia hivyo.
Yeah.
Which is true, it is true. Kama budget ilikuwa ya hii pesa, leo tumemaliza pesa ya hii budget ya leo, tutafanya hivyo. Unajua?
Exactly.
Other people take it, people in Kenya will always take it like, okay, now you guys
Hana
are
pesa, ama
hana pesa.
yeah, true.
Which may be true also, but it's so hard to really just put your business up there when it comes to. And why is it difficult for us that our business is known in Africa, and it's not hard for us that people know our business in Germany? Do you know what I mean? You'll not have a problem. Akakuwa kiambia familia yake hivyo, you don't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
But familia yetu, we have a problem.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to just paint ikae iko kila kitu iko sawa.
Iko sawa, si ndio?
Yeah, which at a point I got to a point where I told him, now apart from PDA, those one kiss he gives you in front of the parents, that one no. I told him it's fine if you want to talk about other things.
Yes.
If it's not PDA, it's okay, but still don't go into details. Ilifika tu mahali you're like, you go to the kitchen to clean dishes, you come, you just listen to the conversation they're having with your
You
mom.
want to die.
Like, guy.
I know what you're talking about. There are also people I will leave him with, and I'll be relaxed because they already know how honest he is. But there are people I live, and then those people in the family that are radios,
Yeah.
And if you leave him with someone who is a kashesha familia, you're like, okay, that's it. Kila mtu kesho atakuwa anajua. Okay. Did your husband understand the whole concept of dowry in Kenya?
That's another thing. They all don't understand. I'll not come here and lie that they don't understand. It's very hard to explain to them why you have to pay dowry, because to them they always take it as you're paying for someone. That's how they'll say it. But slowly you try explain, anaelewa tu kidogo kidogo. The next time you still hear he has a question or two about the same. He still yani nikajaelewa kabisa.
Mm-hmm.
You still
Yeah.
have to keep on explaining to him what it means. Yeah.
You know, in the US, when it comes to weddings, the father of the bride is the one that pays for the wedding.
Mm-hmm. Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the other way around. So the guys don't, or the guys and the guys' family don't pay for the wedding at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's the other
Mm-hmm.
side, or it's supposed to be the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So when okay, my boyfriend, his aunt is in the US, and he had a lot of connection to the culture in the US
Mm-hmm.
and everything. So when we got together and we were talking about dowry, and you could see it's really a very new concept for him. Like, why
Yeah.
should I? Why am I supposed to pay for you?
Yeah,
Why?
exactly. It's very
Yeah,
new.
it's very, very new. And then when you're coming together and you guys are trying to start now planning your life, unajua kujijenga, knowing, okay, what do we do with our life? And then
Mm-hmm.
he has to understand that he has to save fast to
Mm-hmm.
pay for you, and we have not even jengada ourselves by this
Yeah,
time.
true, true.
You're not there yet, and
Mm-hmm.
it seems very unfair to people who are
Very.
younger.
It seems very unfair, but yeah, to me, actually, if I'm honest, it seems so unfair, because if I had a daughter as well, I would not really, I'm not saying our culture is bad, but I'll not bring such things to them. Like, it should be appreciation to the parent. Like, you cannot, I feel you cannot pay for someone fully. Like, hakuna pesa utapea mzazi useme hii pesa sasa ni ya so and so juu nimemuoa na hakuna ingine nitapeana. It's like a process. You
Yeah,
do the little things. It's not about bringing a million or something. So for me, I feel at times it's very unfair, because
yeah.
maybe hata yeye hajafika kwenye anataka yet, and he has to stuff up millions to just pay for me so that my parents will be happy, or a parent will be happy. I feel it's unfair too.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I have a lot of respect for my culture, and I'm one of those people who is always fighting for my culture in that way because it is my culture. I am embrace who I am, but that is something I also am not okay with. I'm not okay with paying. I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay with, okay, let us come together, let us eat together, let us get to know each other, and that should be enough.
Yeah,
Him getting
true.
to know the family, and when it comes to our wedding, we don't want anybody to take care of it. We're not expecting the family or our parents take care of it. We would do that ourselves. So
Yeah.
I would have hoped, or I would love it, and I think I'll do it like that also with my daughters,
Mm-hmm.
that I don't want people to pay money or to pay stuff or to give me gifts because they are marrying my daughter.
Yeah,
When you
true.
come to visit and you bring me a paper bag of shopping, that is good enough. When you come
Exactly.
to my birthday and you bring me a gift, that should be good enough. But
Exactly.
yeah, but in the
But don't
beginning,
bring up
right?
money. I don't know, like 2 million. You need 2 million for the dowry. For what? And you could do so many other things with that money. You can visit your parents, do shopping. At times you can offer to do something. The little things, because I
Yeah,
feel it's a continuous process. Yet you let it. And in most cases, you find that someone brings even that 2 million, and still they'll have to continue giving more and more money, because you can, yani huwezi sema ati utaenda home and you leave your parents without something. In most cases you'll still have to give more. Utawapea hiyo
yeah.
2 million, ukienda tena uwapea, and then now they'll be expecting too much money, because they have the notion that you're married to a white man, he has money. I feel it's so unfair.
It is also, I feel it's also very unfair because it's the same thing, it's the same assumption. It's a white guy, so you guys have money,
Yeah,
It's
true.
like all his life he was saving because he knows he's going to pay dowry. Of course, that was not the case.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not like he knew definitely was going to get a Kenyan girl who will need dowry. It's something new for him. So you've already changed his financial plan in his head, and his budget, everything to accommodate your culture, which is
Sure.
actually very unfair for them.
It's
Yeah,
very unfair.
it is, and especially because your parents are in Africa. It's not like, or mine also. I mean, we're saying
Our
general.
parents,
Yeah,
yeah.
our parents are in Africa. Even when you get married and you're getting married here and you have kids, it's not like there will be so much input from them in our family if you are getting married here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, if you have a kid right now, or if you get a kid right now, maybe it's the mom of the guy who is going to help you take care of it, that
yeah,
father who is helping you to go to the hospital when you're sick. So you don't even need them that much, and yet you need to save up money, bring them there. It's
yeah.
something a bit.
It's a bit unfair, and most of them don't understand. I really feel that is a very, it's a sensitive topic. Juu mnaanzanga kuiongelelea tu if you start seeing people catching feelings. I'm not
Yeah,
even joking.
yeah,
They
and
don't understand, and they think it's maybe you're being ungrateful, and you find them, not the parents, but some of them will say unakazia pesa ya bwanako, ako na pesa, wewe ndo unamkazia. But really, it's I feel it's also a role of a wife or a girlfriend to try take care of your man's money. Sikuwe pesa ya bwanako ni ya kupeana kila mahali. When we go to Africa, unaopeda
yes,
watu. When you go
yes,
somewhere, I will buy my mom this 10,000 shillings shoe, you know.
and
Yeah.
phones
Yeah.
everywhere.
Simu kwanza, guy.
Okay. I agree with you. I agree with you totally. There have been a lot of instances where people have gone to pay dowry in Kenya, and the family asked for too much money, and the white man ran. They
Yeah,
just
it happens. They just go. If I was one, I'll just go as well. What am I supposed to do?
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ati Bri, watu wamekuzoea sana hapa. Next time kuja to Akot TV. Akot, wacha hiyo story. Ni mapema sana umeanza kuiba Bri. Rose TV.
Hi, Coach TV.
Rose CTV anasema it's such an interesting topic, but I gotta go. Filsh pass by. Thank you, Rose CTV, for being here. Gina Mom, I see you. Thank you guys for being here. Okay. Atuachana
Hey,
na sema
Martha.
utamwita nyuma ya hema. So guys, you can also write all your questions down below as we start discussing our relationship. Yeah. So what is that one thing that white men do that irritates you? We're not talking about your husband. You've also had another white man. What did you say?
What is it that they do that irritates me? Stuff to do with me personally. One thing that I had a problem with almost all of them is stuff regarding my hair. It's always like a big argument. Why is it that you're not brushing it? They don't understand that our hair is different. So most times I'm with cornrows in the house.
Yes.
And it's like, why can't you just uzibomoe zipate hewa, all those stuff, we go out. That is always an argument, and at times for me it becomes so annoying. And I have to ask him now, are you an African? Now I have to ask that, because all the time, mbona usiachilie, you have braids and they expect you to go to the water, you have a wig, they expect you to go to the shower with it, and I'm like, now you're annoying me.
They don't understand our hair, right?
They don't understand our hair. They don't understand. Sometimes you hear them telling you, why do you need makeup? You just have to go like that. You look pretty the way you are, but you feel you need it, not because you're not beautiful, but it's just a woman's thing.
Yes,
So
definitely.
it becomes like, why you need makeup? You don't need it. Let's just go. You don't need it. Let's go. It becomes annoying for me. That's something that I've seen. What else? House chores as well, I'll say, because for me, I've lived alone, so I'm used to, I can do them even in the evening. But for them, they wake up, they do all the house chores. If the floor is not cleaned, sorry, you have to clean it sahi, or like you have to do everything.
Si ati baadaye.
Si baadaye. So at times I ask him, where's the rush? Where is the rush at? So those are things that I've
Yeah,
seen. They're a bit
yeah.
annoying at times.
Yeah. Wow,
Mhm.
interesting. You're very right when it comes to hair. Hi, Mom Joy. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just discussing relationships with white men and black men and just woman stuff right now. We're having a women's talk. Alex, don't go away even if you're not a woman. It's okay. So, you're very right about the hair, and it has been a very long process for me also. But right now, he takes it the way it is.
Mhm.
What annoys me the most is the how quick they get frustrated with small things.
Ah, yeah, exactly. I had forgotten that. My
Oh
goodness,
my
the
god!
phone will not connect to the Wi-Fi, and he's upset.
And not upset, like really the
Yeah,
day is
he's really
done.
frustrated, and
Yeah,
you see he's worked up. And I have to ask
exactly.
him, "What's up? Are you dying, or who died?"
And that
And
is something. Yeah, very true. Something that also irritates me up to date. I'm never going to get used to that.
yeah, it
That
also irritates me so much. I'm not lying.
that big things are not that big, and the small things. Oh my god, the world is coming down.
Yeah, the world is coming down, or if something just happens, you find that at times we go to the parking lot, we need to go somewhere, and there is a leaf, especially during fall, there is a leaf on the windscreen. He has to stop so that he takes out the leaf, and he gets a bit worked up, and I just have to I just have to ask him what's wrong. It's just a leaf, and it's nothing big. He says, no, I need the car clean all the time. The Wi-Fi is not working. It's a big deal. The system, because system at times you're doing something on the net and the system is a bit down, it fails, and now it's like, now I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
Okay,
Mhm.
now I see it's not only mine. Oh my god, one thing will happen, or like what? All of a sudden or you forgot something very tiny, and oh my
Mhm.
god, you're having a discussion forever, ever. And
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this is just it is a paper here. What is the problem? What is the
Mhm.
problem that there's a paper here? It's okay, just move it and then let's continue with life. No, anyway, that is something that I realized that black men don't have, or
Yeah.
the black men I used to know, or my brothers, my fathers, my uncles,
Mhm.
people in Kenya don't sweat about small things. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
it's life.
Ni
And
sawa, tutasonga
it's a
tu.
denial, and then if it's a really big thing, okay, that's something else. And I remember one time we were in Kenya, and I think I told this story in my live stream. My boyfriend got sick, and we were supposed to go to
Sorry.
Masai. Yeah, but the first time we went to Kenya, and then it was okay, and then we had so much fun and forgot about it. But he was sick, and we were supposed to go to Masai Mara, right?
Mhm.
And he got sick and he could not go. So the problem was on that day that we were supposed to go to Masai Mara, we were supposed to go with my cousins, and they were on their way from Coast to Nairobi. So we go to Masai Mara, and they were very near to Nairobi. And you've just realized we cannot go to Masai Mara tomorrow, and they're almost in Nairobi. And we
Mhm.
did not know how to tell them, and we did not want to tell them before they arrive because walikuwa karibu sana. We said, wacha
You are
wafike, then we
frustrated.
tell them. Frustrate kwa njia. So we
Mhm.
waited for them and they came and we had dinner and then we told them. We were like, oh my God, we're so sorry. This is not going to work because unajua Masai Mara, hiyo
Mhm.
kurukishwa sijui nini nini. And he was sick, he could not do that. So we had to postpone the whole trip. And they were like, no problem. Aina shida sawa. And that was it. And he was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is how people take things here. He was also very surprised. He thought it was going to be an issue for the whole of the trip.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it was no, it was like, yeah, we understand, okay. And drink started,
Because
that was it.
uh-huh. Mhm.
And they had
Because
come all
for
the way
me,
from Coast. They had to go
mhm.
back to Coast and then come again next week.
Oh yeah. But it's,
Imagine.
yeah, we understand. You find that it will be frustrating for maybe 1 minute, and then you're like, ni sawa. Next time we can also do it. But especially mine, you find that he's checking online the stores that are open, and he sees a store is open online. We drive, we go there, it's closed.
Jesus Christ.
why did they write online? It's open and it's not open. And I'm asking him, we have nothing to lose. Let's just go
Yes,
home.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand what you mean. I think, what do you think? Okay, we are not blaming them, like personally, like a person to person.
Mhm.
It's a culture and that is how they have been brought up.
True.
I blame it on the culture definitely because I think they're a little bit spoiled when it comes to their system. That
Yeah.
if
They
something
are.
changes, I will tell you immediately. I will write it on my website. I will put it on the
Mhm.
door that you guys can be
To
all,
be informed.
notified. Yes, so that
Mhm.
everybody is notified and informed. So if I don't do it, oh my God, I've failed in everything possible. I've failed you.
Yeah. Yeah, they can even go and leave bad reviews because it was not opened at 10 and they opened at 11.
I know
Something
someone that
like
stood
that.
there and wrote a bad review before they went because
Oh my
who
God.
does that? And
Mm-hmm.
before and someone is doing that, and the only thing they wanted in that shop, imagine, is to ask a question. Any they've not even been inconvenienced in any way, but
Uh-huh.
anyway. Okay. Something else I don't like about not only romantic relationships but just relationships in Germany as a whole, even with friends,
Mm-hmm.
is Gina Mom, I see you. Is that people want to plan everything too much. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
we just okay. You came when COVID was already here, right?
Yeah.
Um, Tell me what you think about when everything else is open. That you plan something with someone. Okay, let's go for a cocktail. Let's go maybe for dinner and everything, and they plan everything to the letter. I remember the first
Mm-hmm.
person that asked me out in Germany wanted us to go to a Chinese restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay. And then before then, I was like, okay, let me tell you, I don't like Chinese. Let's do Indian. I love Indian food very much. Let's do Indian. Oh my God, they flipped. They were angry. There was almost no date happening after this because I've changed
They
their
had
mind.
planned that.
Yeah, and I realized later that he had gone to this restaurant. He
Mm-hmm.
had already looked at the menu. He had already decided what he's eating and what I am eating. He had
Mm-hmm.
already decided what time. He had not reserved anything, but everything was so planned to the letter. Where he would park, how much he would pay, all of that. And then I've already now changed the whole, and that is something I don't like. I don't like when I like it in Germany that a lot of things are so efficient and very nicely planned and detailed. But when it comes to relationships and casual meetings and just dates, I don't like when it's too much planned. It takes the
Planned, yeah.
fun. What do you
Mm-hmm.
think about that?
Um, for me, I've not experienced that because mine at times is like we can go at times we even say we are not going to the shop today, but when it comes when it in the afternoon is like what if we just go and so for me I've not experienced that, but it's not something I'd also like those planning, like it's like your mind is just fixed on that. If something
Yes,
changes a bit, it's off. I don't like it.
yes,
I don't think
yes,
it's good either. Mm-hmm.
yeah. My boyfriend is very spontaneous, and that's one thing I like about him, that we can even be on our way there and change routes and go somewhere else, and he'll be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But also, if he puts his mind on something, that today I wanted to eat a steak, oh my God, you'll not take that out of his head. That is very,
Yeah,
very hard.
true.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of it was very difficult for me getting to a relationship where everything is too planned, like everything
Mm-hmm.
has to be so detailed and to the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like it takes the whole fun and out of the relationship.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. I understand what you're saying is like before you do something, you have to you have to plan. It must be planned.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anybody you can speak to when it comes to your marital problems? Anyone except your man?
Do I really have? I wouldn't say I have one because, again, of the way we've been raised, don't go talking about your husband to people because it's like you're disgracing him or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say on the general things like arguments, as long as they're not big issues,
Mm-hmm.
I don't shy away from asking, but then I don't ask everybody. I ask like those who are a bit wale wako na experience. I don't
Yeah.
just go asking everybody because some really take advantage of that. They go talking and spreading everything outside. So I can even ask you like, do you guys argue? Because for me, I'm almost packing. For me,
Mm-hmm.
that is nothing big to ask
Yeah.
about. Every
Yeah.
relationship has,
It's
yeah.
problems. Yeah.
But again,
Um.
not my parents. That's something that, yeah, not my parents, because they'll always be one sided. At times, they'll not even be on my side, even if it's my fault.
Yes.
So that's what I tell people. You can talk to someone else, but always taking your issues to your mom, especially if you're a girl, it's not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Do you know people in Kenya that used to go to their pastors with problems, like me?
Guy, I've ever done that once. I ever did that once and it was my first and my last time because vile
Why?
vitu zilibadilika.
What?
I had this guy, I wouldn't say our relationship was so bad. It was not bad actually. Those little arguments. How
Yes.
the pastors brainwash you and they tell you can talk to me. Up to date mi wana huyo mama alikuwa mchawi because when we just talked about something, it was something so small. We're even talking about it as a by the way. Vitu zilichange once 360 degrees and it went to worse. Like,
What?
yeah, it went to worse. And
Why
from
she
that time,
said she told other people, Ama, why?
vitu zilianza tu kuchange. Sijui ni ati alikuwa mrogi ama ni ati alikuwa mchawi ama ni ati alikuwa sijui anafanya nini. We talked about it as something so small. We even it was actually by the time we were talking about it to the pastor, haikuwa ati ni issue ati tunaachana or something. We're just talking about it as a by the way you come to the office. She was a
Yes.
woman and
Yes.
she asks you mnaendeleaji, last week how was it, and you just say things as a by the way, last week we were not in good terms but it was something small.
Yes.
After that my friend, vitu zilibadilika, ikakuwa relationship kila wakati ni arguments. We go visit some of his friends where he lived and he gets drunk and he blasts, he starts having anaongea vitu, oh sijui hata unataka kunia, yani that drama and it
Yes.
causes, because I remember where we were, watu wamegather up around kuwitness drama yangu. My God, that day I even thought the world would end.
Oh my
Nikasema tena
God.
mambo ya pasta sijui na issue. Catch me dead.
I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Hi,
It's fine.
Katrina. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. Gina Mom is asking, Ati, how about the sexual part? Gina.
The
Unataka
sexual
tutoe?
part. The sexual part.
Yeah. Sasa hiyo tuongee Kiswahili ama Kikuyu sasa.
Yeah, hata I
Unaona
guess
kwa hapa.
taongea. Yeah, taongea kimeru. That as well.
Na
It's
Kiembu.
almost, that as well is planned. I'll not come here and lie to you. It's
Yeah.
planned as well.
Yeah.
Which at times I feel, why should we even plan this? Inafanya tu flow.
Tuesdays and Thursdays only. Oh God.
Ama unasikia. Today we'll do it, tomorrow we rest, and I'm like,
Today
we
after
are
dinner,
resting.
after dinner, before we watch that
Yeah,
very
before we watch, we go to the bedroom or we have it, and then tomorrow we rest, and I'm like, well, mi sikujua hizi vitu planiwa. I thought they just I mean, nilishtuka siku ya kwanza I had that. I was like, what? Tuandike timetable ama?
and whose duty it is today.
Yeah.
Oh God. Guys. This is so interesting. Have you ever watched there's what is it called? See your Pretty Little Things. Pretty Little Fires. Little Fires Everywhere. It's on Netflix. It's a very good. When they watch it, it's a very good mini series. Yeah, and the Reese Witherspoon. That naturally blonde woman. I'm confusing you. She has a not naturally blonde film, and she's in that film. And in God, guys, let me drink one coffee kwanza. Sijui what I'm talking. Ndio sexual part imenichanganya. Anyway,
No, it happens, guys. Like, it's nothing to be shy about. Ni vitu tu
yeah.
zina happen, unapata unaambiwa leo ni mechi, kesho tunapumzika, unashangaa rada. Tunapumzikia nini?
Tulikuwa tupumzike.
Tuko tupumzike.
We got kusema hivi kwa little fires everywhere. The blonde woman in that, there's a blonde woman and a black woman, and the blonde woman is always doing it on Saturday evening, right? They have a timetable with the husband. They only do it on Saturday evening. And sometimes, one time, the man was like, "Hey, leo ni Sato," you know. And he came to bed, and there was a discussion. She was stressed about something, although there was a discussion in bed. And what he did not know is the discussion went up until 12 midnight. And then he thought after the discussion they're having, and she was like, "Oh, it's 12. I'm sorry, it's already Sunday."
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Sunday shafika.
Sunday let's use Saturday anymore. Okay. Mimi, I don't know. I almost got it. I don't know. I don't know if no, I've never been with someone who plans it yet. Thank God. And we don't plan it at all. But I have had people who are like, I have to come to you because we definitely have to do it once a week. You know, like that definitely. You know, just because we've not seen each other the whole week, it's not like you miss me. It's not like you want to spend some time with me.
It's just because you've not been together for the whole week, so you have to do it.
Yeah, because we have to do it at least once a week, so I have to come see you, and I feel like it's some kind of pressure.
Yeah, it's more of sex than even the relationship part.
Right?
Yeah.
And I always thought, okay, because the way he used to put it was like, okay, I know that you're a woman and I don't want you to go a whole week without it because you look for it elsewhere. You know, like it's an obligation. He has to do something. Kuna kazi lazima afanye kabla maisha iendelee. And I was like, you know, it doesn't sound sexy at all.
Yeah, true.
Hey, baby Mike, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining us. We are talking about relationships between, you know, white men and black men and everything in relationship. We're just putting things in that we have experienced since coming to Germany and being in relationships with our white men. So, hello, ladies. Yeah, hi. Okay. So let's go a little bit lighter on another lighter note. And have you had friends that tried to flirt with your men?
So many up to now.
How do you deal with them?
Me hata huwa sishindani, because one thing I'll say this, my husband was not even on Instagram. Instagram is where I see them try to even write to him. So the first time he joined Instagram, like hata sikuelewa, aliniambia he has never joined Instagram his whole life. Trust me, he joined Instagram after tumepatana kwa sababu hata hapo anajua venye anatumia. That's how things are. Kunapata mtu anakuuliza, I want to post sijui, I want to upload a picture on Facebook. How do I do it? And I ask him, umekuwa ukiuploadaje hizo siku zingine? See, you have pictures.
Yes.
And then he says like, I don't know, I can't see this. They just don't care about things like those too much.
Yes.
So we opened up an Instagram account on my phone. And I still have the account here. It's not that I'm so controlling or something. He said, let it stay there because you know much about it. And for me, I just go follow those people I want to follow, the people he likes, his icons and all that. He checks funny stuff, goes out, all that thing. So you find a lady is texting him on the kwa DM yake Instagram. And before even he sees the message, I'm the one who sees it. So
You
I
will
just
see.
laugh. I just laugh at things at times. I just see. And I made a post someday about it. Nye competition huku naona iko tough, nye endeleeni kutype, but mi ndo na moderate.
Ah! Hey,
Because,
shot.
yeah, just shoot your shot, but I'm the one to approve whatever I'm approving.
Yes.
I see it happen a lot, which a friend ever did that. Sasa huyu naye, that girl texted him kwa Facebook.
Hey.
And because again of the way they are so open, he ran to me and asked me, I've seen a girl who's texted me, and that girl had the same name like my sister.
Mm-hmm.
So he asked me, is this your sister? And I remember my sister can't even do that. My
Yes.
sister is not the type to go texting any of my man. For whatever reason, she feels it's not right.
Yes. Yeah.
So I told him I don't really know, and he started describing the profile, a girl with flowers. Unajua zile mafilters za Snapchat, a girl with flowers on the head, and I thought my sister is not even on Snapchat. And I asked him, anataka nini? And he just said he doesn't know. He didn't even care from that time. So girls still do it.
Yeah.
They still try ile kutafuta.
That is the same thing with me. Like that is one thing that I realized. That's why I realized I should not be with a black man in my life. It's
Mm-hmm.
because of those small things that you think they're small that he'll tell you immediately. Like
Yeah.
he has not done anything wrong, and even if someone says hi to him before they say another word, you already know.
Yeah,
You
you
know.
already know exactly.
Yeah, I love that so much about it. I don't like when I have to follow up on things. I must do.
Exactly. It's so
I'm
bad
curious
to
about
follow
doing
up because one thing I realized back there, ukipata case kama hiyo, the guy will
it.
not tell you. He'll start communicating with that lady, even meet up, even do funny things, and even hide and everything. So you have always kwa relationship, you're like the CID. You have to keep on following up,
Yes.
following up. Who did you talk to? When was it? You know all that, and it's so exhausting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you been with your Gina? I see what you're writing. I want to come back to that because we'll talk about that right now. Have you been with your man to Kenya and other women have tried to flirt with him?
Yeah, I've seen like that day I went somewhere because I was doing something in Nairobi, CBD, and I told him, okay, just stay in the mall because I won't be long. I just ran because the problem we have is if you're going somewhere, especially buying things from the local vendors and they see you with a white man, if
Yes.
something costs 20 bob, it will be 2,000. I
Yes,
don't know why they
definitely.
do that. So for me, back to the point that I feel I have to protect him. Siwezi taka exploit you and I'm there. I won't
Also,
feel
your
good.
money. His money is your money, also.
Very true.
Yeah.
So I told him just stay there because I'll pick a Uber. 30 minutes, I'll be back. I need to pick something. And for
Yes.
security as well.
Yes.
And when I came, he called me even. He asked me, when are you coming back? What time are you coming back? Because there is a lady here who is asking me to have a seat in her shop. I don't want to sit
Oh
there.
my
Just come
God.
because I'm so uncomfortable.
Yes.
Nilikuwa nachukua mbio mbio and I came back because he was calling, texting,
Yes.
please
Yes.
come back, I'm not comfortable. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I had to come back. So you
Yes.
find people, if you ukikaa tu hivi unapata tu mtu anataka kupita na yeye.
Kujaribu, eh.
Yeah.
Okay, for my case, it's always very funny. Actually, I'm entertained with these things. Let me tell you, I'm always entertained with them because every time we go to Kenya and we love the coast very much, and we're in Mombasa, and you know Mombasa girls, right? They're the ones who came to look for white men.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they're really, really very assertive and very aggressive with searching. So every time we are together, we are in a club or something. Me with my tiny clothes and my and your wigs and everything. You look like one of them in a way, like umekuja kutafuta. So people always assume that I'm one of the girls and I'm just trying to shoot my shot also with him, right? And so women are trying to like compete with me in the club, like trying to show him actually I'm also one of the I'm even better than her. It's something like that, and it's always very entertaining for me. So
Yeah.
I remember the first time we went to Kenya with my boyfriend, and he's very new. I told him by the way before we went, I was like, let me tell you, the things that will happen in Kenya, be ready. And he was like, okay, then we go to Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's very well behaved as long as I'm there, well
Mm-hmm.
behaved. Wacha niende choo. By the time I went to the toilet and back, my boyfriend had like 8 numbers. Walikuwa slide manamba hivi wakiendaga. Wana slide
Wanapita nazo wakiruka.
wanajifanya wanapita ama wanatuma waiter sijui nini nini. He had 7 nini tissues and sijui nini, watu wameandika kila mahali wakimtumia nini nini. Oh my god, alafu ninafika hivi kama amenipatia mbele yao wote wako zile za huyu jamaa ametoka wapi. Yeah. And then when they discovered I'm speaking German with him, all of a sudden they started being friendly now to me.
Yeah. At first they treat you almost, I've seen it so much, they even treat you almost like nothing, and they're like more respectful to him, more friendly to him and everything, and then they realize you're together, and you're not just together because you found each other in the club.
Yes.
Maybe you're engaged to get married to him, or you have a long-term relationship. They also start treating you well.
Yeah, definitely. It is always very, very funny for me because, especially now we're back in the club, and girls always expect, because with the mzungu, he'll buy them drinks if I'm not there, right?
Yeah.
And they will try all of us hard, and of course going through all the things they can go through to be bought drinks and everything. And when I'm with my boyfriend, we are out. He always wants me to take care of things, so he'll give me the money, and he wants me to take
Exactly.
because people will not ask for more money if I'm the one paying,
Exactly.
Things will not be more expensive. If he's the one paying it out, everything's all of a sudden 10 times as expensive.
Yeah.
If I'm the one paying, then things are cheaper, right? So he finds it better if I'm paying for everything. So our money is together, and I have it either in the pesa, or I have it, like that.
Yeah.
But women, because they expect to be bought drinks and they expect him to do it, and every time they want a drink or they want something, I don't have a problem buying people a drink also, but then he asked me if we can buy someone a drink, right? Or they see I'm the one
very
paying.
funny.
Yeah, it becomes very funny all of a sudden. Hey, what is going on here, right? And then
what's going on?
That's the time they realize actually they are together then, but it takes a minute before people really realize, are they together? Is she also trying? Can I also try? And oh my god, it's so exhausting going out to in Kenya with your man. Very exhausting.
Very exhausting.
Definitely. Gina Mami saying, I'm married, but I kind of like if a lady flirt with my man. But if I'm there, like we are out, makes me... Gina, I see you. I also do not mind when someone is flirting with my man at all. I'm not those women that will go crazy on you and start throwing bottles or anything. I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
I trust my man, and that is as far as it goes. Laila is saying in Mombasa is even worse. I was like, lol, really? Exactly after I come back from toilet. I was so shocked. My love even asked me if it is normal that the girls are so cheap over here.
Very true. They ask you, is this how girls are? Because here it's a bit different. You don't see... I've not seen... I don't know... Okay, I don't know if girls here throw themselves like that at men.
Yes.
I don't know if it's the same way as home, because
no. Let me tell you, and oh my god, I cannot wait until everything is opened and you can go out. I cannot wait. I want to hear about everything. Please tell me about everything once everything is open. So here, people are very shy. First of all, shy, and especially if women see you with your man, that's it. Maybe one person in 10. Not even in 10. She has to be very, very, very drunk and very attracted to your guy before she would come and say hi if you're together. People don't do that at all in Germany. And even if you are not there, even if your man is alone, the chances of women just coming over him the whole time, like in Kenya, are very minimal. Like people don't do it like that here. And women are a little bit more... Women are not as casual as we are in Kenya. In Kenya, we're a little bit more casual when it comes to flirting and dating and stuff. We are a little bit too casual with the topic. In Germany, not at all. And that is why it's always a big shock for white men when they're in Kenya, especially in Mombasa. They're like, is it normal? Because all of us sudden, everyone wants to twerk on you. Everybody
wants to touch you.
It
It's
is
so
really a
crazy.
lot. Yeah, it is
Mhm.
definitely a lot. Gina, mom, I really don't mind also, but you have to be respectful. Let me tell you, I've had girls that just come over and they're like, oh my God, you guys are so pretty together. You guys are so, can we just have fun? Can I join you guys? And you can see they just want to have fun with you. And I do not mind at all. As long as you're respectful, you see this as a couple that is together. You just want to have a good time. I don't have a problem. But don't come around trying to show like you're all of a sudden you're better than me with something, because now
Mhm.
it's going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to respect people's relationship, definitely. How about all these air hostesses in planes? Yeah, Gina, ma'am, air hostesses are also the others. Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Really?
Air hostesses. Especially if it's international, they're already used to you guys flying from Amsterdam to Nairobi. They already know white men, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they know they have a big variety to choose from. But when
Yeah.
it comes from Nairobi to Mombasa, Mombasa to Kisumu, those small flights, oh my God.
Ah.
Yeah, they're really savage, the air hostesses there. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot let your man fly alone without someone giving them the number and serving them drinks in a certain way, and telling them they can go to
Right.
this big hotel where they sleep when they are air hostessing and everything. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it is definitely, yeah. I've seen that also in Kenya. You're right, Gina, ma'am.
I've not seen that because
I've not seen that.
honestly speaking, I've not even been to Coast.
Yeah.
And
Ah,
it's not because I can't go there. We were supposed to go there, but I felt something is just off. And for me, when I get those feelings, something is not right. I
mm-hmm,
don't do something. If I feel it doesn't sit right with me, it doesn't
mm-hmm.
matter what we were to do. We straight away cancel. And that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to teach him, because for him, at times, he doesn't understand. Why do you have to cancel everything? They don't. It's the
yeah.
same way you hear, ukisikia kitu iko sawa usifanye.
If your gut feeling tells you something is not right, and
Yeah,
and you cannot put your finger on it, you have to trust that gut feeling, definitely.
yeah. Mm.
I remember the first time I went with my boyfriend to Kenya. Everyone was telling me, "Aki, usiende coast, utanyaganywa bwana sijui nini nini." And I was like, guys, if someone is to be taken away, what a bebo anywhere, you don't have to go to Mombasa for that. Of course, Mombasa is really savage, and you have to take care of things. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only thing people, yeah, like Gina is saying, I don't have any problem at all. I've never been the jealous type. I don't have a problem
Mm-hmm.
with flirting
Yeah,
at
me too.
all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want him giving his numbers and email addresses and and
The
Instagram.
problem comes in when he entertains them. When a man entertains all that, that's what I have a problem with. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
you'll not put him in a box and walk with him in town in a box so that people will not see him. Ataonekana, watu wakumpenda, watampenda, watamtamani. The same thing to us as well. We
Mm-hmm.
we go somewhere with our men and you see guys as well in Kenya. I don't know what problem. Sijui shida ya watu ni gani, but you see people even trying to wanakukatia na bado wanaona hata huku. We go somewhere, you see some black guys and you see them trying to, I don't know, to twitch their eyes and whatever they're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah,
It happens. So
yeah.
I don't have a problem with that, but the
Mm-hmm.
problem comes in when you entertain what they're doing and you start
Yes,
doing it. That's
yeah.
now a big problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For me, it goes a little bit further than that. We are very open and a little bit more open when it comes to flirting
Yeah.
stuff. We know where our boundaries are, but they're a little bit further than other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have a problem with flirting, but I don't want people having his contact, because you come back here and then all of a sudden guys start writing, emails, sijui nani wetu ni mgonjwa and I need money. I don't want all of that stuff. I've seen people
Mm-hmm.
go through that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're having drinks and you're having fun and I'm here and I see you're respectful and okay, I have to definitely take control of the situation when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
Kenya, because
Mm-hmm.
I know that it doesn't have the tools to deal with Kenyan women. When they're
Yeah.
drinking and want someone, it's just too much, right? So I have
Yeah.
to be there to make sure that the situation is suitable for all of us. But my boundaries have always been, do not give any numbers. I don't care if it's a Kenyan number, if it is my Kenyan number, no numbers at all. Tell
Mm.
them to ask me, and normally they will never ask.
Yeah, they
Ask
won't ask you.
number.
Yeah,
Yeah, they will
true.
never ask. Yeah, so tell them to ask me, and I'll deal with them. because I don't want us having to deal with replying someone, ghosting someone, trying to say no. I don't want all of that drama that comes, after just.
Yeah, true. That is something else. Up to date, I don't like even people give out people's contacts. Not
Mhm.
even my own, or I don't like those people. You just ask for a number and they just give you.
No, no,
Kuna
no.
namba za wenyewe bila ruhusa, especially. It's something I
Yeah,
really hate.
yeah, me too. Okay, so how does your man react when guys are trying to, treat guys and in Kenya? Because they still do. I don't know why our men do these.
Yeah, at times we joke about it. If the guy looks a bit funny, he'll be like, your friend or your brother from another mother is calling you there, and we laugh about it. But
Yes,
at times he'll tell me he has never gotten upset because I behave as if I didn't see it in the first
yes,
place. I
yes,
Because the moment I start even telling him, look at that guy, it might cause fights, and
yes.
I don't like all that drama for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so at times I act as if I didn't see it. At times he sees it and he tells me, it seems now I have to be leaving you in the house as a joke, because I asked him why that guy was doing this. And
Yes,
I tell him I didn't see, and he says, of course you didn't see. I know you saw it, and maybe you
yeah.
like it. We just joke about it.
Okay, that is something I would also I've also noticed that, like, it bothers them a lot when black men are anywhere around us.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even care. You have not even noticed. You're actually used to the, like, black guys.
Yeah, you see, you
So for you, it's
ignore.
nothing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For them, it's a really big thing, and they'll be like, "Umemuona, wacha kujifanya, umemuona,"
Hata
and
kujifanya
okay, so
umemwona.
yeah, umemuona. So what is this now? And yeah, and I've never been attracted, not I've never been, I've not been attracted to black men for a very long time, and trying to tell your boyfriend that this, they never believe it yet.
Yeah, they
They,
think it's a joke, or they end up
yeah,
even making it a joke.
right.
Yeah,
And
true.
yeah, and I tell them it's not like I have anything against them. I've just not seen anybody I'm attracted to so far, right? So yeah, so you explaining to them that I'm really not interested in someone, they're like, you black girls always say that. Mnasemaga tu hivyo nyinyi wote. Alafu baadaye tunasikia tu story huku, which is true. There are a lot of stories who with black girls being married to white men and still having a tight piece.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Definitely. Okay. Are you jealous?
I've not said I am. Sorry, I would not say I am,
Mm-hmm.
because he has not given me any reason to be jealous. That's
Yeah.
one thing I love and respect about him.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly speaking, if I'm to say, I've never even gone through his phone.
I
I've
wanted to
never.
ask that as next.
I've never.
We go through his phone.
But
Yeah.
with all other relationships before, back there, ni ma screenshots tu unajitumia, ma screenshots unajitumia. That's
Yeah.
when it got to a point I said, me and our black brothers,
You're
that's
done.
what I'm done.
Yeah. I've always been that person who also believes that if I want to look through your phone, I'll do it when you're there. I don't have to do
Yeah.
it when you're gone or when you're doing something else. If there's something to talk about or to really look for, I'll look for it while you're there, and then we can talk about it. But I also say that if you really have to look through your man's phone, that's already a sign.
Yeah, that's a sign that things are not
Things are
things are
not
not
as
right. Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
something you guys have to talk about when it comes to trust, when you really have to look through someone's phone. And the same thing also, I also think, also, if you want to also look through my phone, I would hope that you look through my phone when I'm there. Don't wait until I'm sleeping or sijui I'm in the bathroom. I used to have my ex-boyfriend, who was also a German, did not only look through my phone, he had something installed that was taking screenshots every 10 minutes and sending to his phone.
What?
I could, yeah, and then I was always visiting him because he was in another city. I was always visiting him, and when I'm visiting him, I'll use his PC, right? Just check my emails and send some things over like that. And every time I'm at his and I'm using his PC would be taking screenshots also. of everything I'm doing. So one time I was in Kenya and he was here. I'd gone for holiday. He was actually with me, but he came earlier, right?
Mhm.
And then Katrina is saying that Dubai is worse. What do you mean, Katrina? With flirting, Bana Mabwana. And he came back earlier from Kenya, yeah, to me.
Mhm.
And then he came and he started paying my bills. He went to my place, started paying my bills, opening my letters. Like it's normal, opening my letters, paying my bills. What else did he do? Replying to my emails, really just weird stuff. And I come back from Kenya and nakuja kutoka Kenya and you're like, okay, kuna bill najua siku hata nimelipa ama najua ilikuja katikati ya mwezi kama siko. So I came
Mhm.
back prepared paying this and everything. And then I'm getting letters, your bill has already been cleared, your sijui has already been cleared. And most of them were like credit card bills and things that only
Yeah.
passwords to and pins to and everything. And that was where our relationship ended because I was like, what do you mean you paid my
Mhm.
bills? Where did you get even the codes, the numbers,
Yeah. Who
yeah.
told you even the
Who told
information? Who
you?
told you what was
Yes.
on the bill?
So he had to come clean that he had been doing, collecting my
Looking around.
information and snooping around. And I was like, am I with an FBI? Am I what is going on here?
Yeah, it
Guys,
makes you feel so insecure if you have such a guy. I've had a friend who had I had this friend, now she's in the US,
yes,
but she had a boyfriend who used to do the same. But for him it was not that advanced, but alikuwa na ile sijui inaitwa WhatsApp web, when you use the WhatsApp on the laptop.
yes.
So what he did, he had scanned the code for the girl's WhatsApp. And this girl, they had issues. They had issues, and everybody reacts different to issues. So she got a bit vulnerable to other
Yes.
guys, and she started entertaining them, which is so normal because they were not even engaged, they were not even married, and it's allowed. You
It
can shoot your
happens.
shot. You just don't know where your soulmate lies. And
Yes.
this guy would have everything, and the guy calls me and tells me, I see so and so is sending nude, has been sent for nudes by this and this. I see so and so has been, and I ask him, just stop, how did you know about it? That is first invasion of privacy. I am
Yes.
not saturating the fact that it's wrong,
Yeah.
but that is so wrong. What you're doing, what you're looking for, you're getting it. And at times I feel
Definitely.
when you're looking for something, you get it. When you're busy looking for something, hata kama haiko, I don't know if it's just nature, or I don't know what it is, but you just find something.
It
Ile time
always,
unatafuta,
yeah.
unapatanga tu. Mhm.
Nakwambia utapata, it always ends in premium tears, I tell you. Catherine Wanjiko is saying, no chills, they will make a move on a woman or a man if they like you. Also in Dubai, Aki, what is wrong with us black people? You see someone is married. Aki, seriously, women or men, you see someone is married. The first
It's
thing
so
that you're thinking about,
disrespectful.
yeah. Okay, let me tell you, if someone is married and they start flirting with you, well, they are, someone is there.
Mhm.
That is, let me say that is their problem. You don't know. Okay, first of all, you cannot assume what other people's relationship looks like. There are people nowadays in open relationships the whole time.
Yeah, sure.
But you being the person who is flirting with someone who is married and the wife is there or the man is there and you don't even care. I have never really understood that. There's so many
Yeah,
things out
it's
there.
very disrespectful, and people
It is.
actually don't get like the new cool.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
people expect you to really now, should you break up with your guy because they have come into your life?
It's sasa drama kama hizo, I just walk away from everybody and everything. Ikishafika
Yeah.
hapo, because it becomes too
Exactly.
much. This one said no, this one said no, you're the one who did no, it's too much. For me,
Yeah.
it's really too much.
It is too much. I once dated someone who was so jealous, but they all my life. This is the first boyfriend. That's why we are together now for 6 years. That was never jealous. My boyfriend will never. Ati unaenda wapi kwa nini juu ya nani? He doesn't care. But then sometimes I
Mhm.
think he doesn't even care. That is, I always like it that way.
Yeah, yeah, and someone
Yeah.
calls you, and after I finish the call, because maybe I'm thinking, zile mentality tumegrow up nazo, napata home, like when your mom is called kitu kama saa tatu, ako like mbona nipigia na ufai kupiga tu ya dawa. So it happens here, you find that a friend of mine calls me even at 11. We are
Yes.
here, and at times I'm worried. It's not that it's something wrong, but I'm worried what will he think, or atafikiria ni nani. But immediately I hang up, is like, how is your friend? And I'm wondering what. I asked him, sorry. He says, is your friend fine? Is she or he okay? And I'm like, yeah, they're fine. And then I see, it's not a big deal. But before, nasikia huyo ni nani anakupigia. Even when you're on the call, you see.
Ama they're trying to listen in. That is something that is also another difference, that I've loved, because you either tell me who is about, or that's it. And unless I really have a reason to doubt you, I'm not asking every time who is calling, who is writing, who is that. I'm not taking, I love being trusted like that, because I know when I'm in a relationship, I'm that person. You don't have any reason to follow me around.
That's
so
true.
The guy I wanted to talk about was one that he would even follow me to clubs without thinking that I don't see him.
I've been there.
Oh my God.
Unainama hivi kudance, unainuka hivi unapatana na yeye.
Hapana, mimi mwenye naongea kuhusu hata kwa ati anajifanya ni CID ile mbaya, ati simuoni. Nilimuona kitambo akipaka gari yake tu huko hata kabla aingie. By the time atuko kwa club amekaa kwa kona, ati sasa umuoni
ati amejificha.
Amejificha, hata kuona mkona nani, utadance na nani, utaongeleshwa na nani. Oh my God. And then sometimes, because just to be really savage, because it was really a savage move from him, I knew the whole time. Imagine he followed me for a whole month, and a whole month. I wanted to see what.
You also play his game, and you pretend.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you want us to play? Yeah, you want us to play these? First of all, the moment I saw him the first time following me, I knew it was done. I knew I'm not going to be with this guy at all. So I was like, okay, you want us to follow each other? Okay, so let's follow each other, but me, I'm done already. Yeah, so I was just having my fun. And then I really, really intentionally planned to do all the things he does not want me to do when I'm out.
Yeah, you do it intentionally, because he's there to see who you're going to dance with. Grab them all, let's dance.
So I wanted to see, okay, if you're following me to see what I do, what will you do, Basi, if I'm talking with a guy?
Yeah, let's see what you're going to do.
Let's see what you're going to do. He will not do anything. And then the next time we'll meet, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm cooking the water. So I just want to see if he's bringing it up, or if he wants to talk about it, or if he wants it to make
he's acting in a type of way.
Nothing. Hata unashangaa alikuwa nakufuatia nini. Sasa hutaki tuongea about it. It's not like you care, but you're just having fun following me around. I don't know what is going on.
That's so even weird. A sign of a psychopath.
It was so weird.
Watu wanakuanga na shida. Me wangu, you just I tell him that I tell him I'm going out for a ladies' night, and he's like, it's fine. And he asks me, are you sure you don't want me to accompany you? You be safe? And I'm like, yeah, be safe. Nitakuwa sawa, tuko na mabeshte zangu. And ananiuliza unaenda wapi? Simwambii. Nawambia tu ni place tu hapa karibu, because at times when someone keeps asking you unaenda wapi na nani kufanya nini, I feel as if anataka kujua sana,
Yes.
So I tell him, we jua tu, I'll be home by this time. Sawa. The next thing, me tuko club, we are dancing with my friends, my classmates. Nimeinama tu hivi na dance, kuinuka. Kwanza unashangaa ni nini mbaya.
Yeah.
Afu anakasirika, and then I'm like, so ulijitafutia, sawa.
You're the one who's looking for trouble. Hi, TCB Thank you so much for being here. We're just discussing men and men matters, or relationship matters. So, what I wanted to ask you, do you think there's anything like Mr. Right?
I don't think so.
Why?
For me, I don't think so, because if I'm to look at my husband before, like, I'm given his characters and everything. He's an introvert, hapendi kuongea sana. Mimi ningesema staki.
What changes?
How different they are. When tu mnapatana mna vibe. regardless the fact that ni different from you,
Yes.
mnapatana, mna vibe, mnapendana, and then una realize hakuna kitu kama Mr. Right, ati unangoja upate Mr. Right. It happens.
It does, right?
Huyo Mr. Right, unaona uko na characters the same, unaona mko na vitu zina link up, mnapenda sijui kwenda out nyote. Actually, I'm the loudest. Yeye ni quiet sana. Anapenda kulala usiku, mi usiku sipendi kulala. We are a bit different, but tunasikizana. So kama ningekuwa hapo nikingojea mtu anakaa kama mimi, singewaipata mtu kabisa, singewaipata.
Definitely.
So mi usema hakuna Mr. Right.
Mimi pia, I would say hakuna Mr. Right at all, and I think that is a lie that we were told when we were young. Yeah, that all the people who are older than you are asking you to look for that Mr. Right, and I don't know how Mr. Right was supposed to look like. And then with time you realize what is actually what is it that
what is Mr. Right?
Yeah, because nobody is perfect as far as goes, as far as men definitely. Most men do not get their shit together until they are with a woman. That's when they start taking things seriously. That's when they start planning the financials. They start looking for a house. They start looking for a bigger car. Then they just want a car and a bed. Men would sleep on a mattress if they didn't have a woman and don't mind.
Yeah, na sufuria tu yani inaweza pika chakula ive, akule alale, amke aende job, gari tamfikisha, si gari ati iko na sijui viti ngapi. Hata akipata gari iko na kiti tu moja, atakaa tu akiwa peke yake. Yeah.
A guy is okay like that. So for us waiting for men to be so stable and have everything, it's a facade. It's really a lie. It doesn't. Yeah, you have to come together with a man, and then you guys prepare each other. You guys compromise on some things and everything, right? What was that guy that when you are younger, a teenager, or when you started dating, you'd look at them and you'd be like, "This is trouble. I have to get away from this one because I'll fall in love immediately."
In what way?
Like who are you really attracted to as far as guys are concerned?
Wale unaona hawa majamaa wa kina Alejandro wa Masop. Hao ndo watu nilikuwa naangalia ndio. Fever. Nasema uko mdogo hata ujui meaning ya love ni nini. So how, and then ikafika mahali nikaona vitu zingine ni fantasies too. I have to grow up. I have to grow up. But I had a problem. All the time my mom would find letters in my dresses. Nilikuwa nachunwa masikio. Love letters, stream, you're mine forever. Yani, those things I remember, and I'm almost getting under the bed.
Yeah.
But our soap, especially William Levy, that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Up to now, he still looks good, but it's only fantasies and enjoy.
I understand. I always got attracted to bad boys. I still am. Like I don't like men who are too smart. Everything is ironed, the shirt is all done and everything. I always like men who have a certain kind of a rough edge to them. Some kind of roughness. A t-shirt and a jeans and maisha iendelee.
I used to, especially those bad boys, until I got to a point and realized for a woman, the biggest choice, the biggest decision you'll ever make, financial, everything, life you'll ever make, is the type of man you marry.
Yeah.
But for me, I used to like those guys. I'm not the club type.
Yes.
Sipendi club sana. I go once in a while to dance, have fun, and that's it, but not daily. Yeah. But I used to attract guys who want to sleep in the club from January to December. Raha, chopping money every time, flirting with girls, disrespecting, because it looked sort of cool. Unaona, those guys wakitembea madi, they command respect because they are the bad boys. I didn't realize I cannot deal with such. Let me get a man who is not so perfect, not so ironed up, but at least is not a bad boy in that perspective. Nikachana kabisa, and that's when my life changed.
Wow.
The biggest decision, like as a woman, it's so true. Hata umesoma hadi wapi, now like Michelle was to marry a bad boy, a drug dealer and everything, she'll not still remain great.
No. You're very right. You're
It
talking about
changes,
Michelle
it
Obama, right?
influence, true, it
Yes.
influences everything,
Yeah.
inakubadilisha kabisa, inakuvuta nyuma.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. I agree with you in the sense that you have to come to a time when you realize what you really want,
Yeah,
and then it doesn't have nobody else can really decide for you which man is
very
supposed
true.
to marry you or who you are supposed to marry, and then with life lessons you also learn with time also, where you are happy, where you're not, the kind of men you're with, if they're good for you or not, if they made any other mistakes or you made mistakes with men that ended up costing you, and all of those become life lessons that you learn from. Hey, Grace Favored, thank you so much for joining us. We're glad that you're here. We were waiting
Hi,
for
Chris.
you. Thank you for coming.
Hi,
Yeah, so
Francie.
yeah, have you ever wondered have you ever wondered if the ideal woman for your man? And this is a deep question. We always say yeah, but have you ever wondered?
At times I wonder,
Hmm.
yule unaamka tu asubuhi, ujisikii kufanya kitu, unaona ameamka, amefagia, sijui ameosha, amepika hadi breakfast, nakaa tu naamka najiuliza, guy, yani
Huyo aliona tu mimi.
aliona tu mimi. Aliona tu mimi, ama unapata alienda town, anarudi amepata maybe umefanya kitu tu kidogo kwa nyumba, kwa sababu ujisikii kufanya. Unajua hizi lockdown, but for
Yes.
them kila kitu anafanya tu,
Yes.
hawajali. Anakupata tu hivyo, maybe amekupata tu kitu umefanya kubwa sana ni kuoga hiyo siku.
So naona umechoka tu kwa kuoga.
Hata kuoga ulikuwa uoge jioni, umeoga tu. Anakuja anaingia kitchen, anapika, anakuletea, anakuuliza kama iko sawa, kama kupikie, na amefika. Kwa na keti najiuliza, sasa huyu angepewangwa like another chance ya kuwa mtu mwingine, angenioa kweli? Angenioa.
I know what you mean. Grace is saying a man can build you or destroy you. Definitely, Grace. You have sometimes to think of yourself, and if you're happy with whatever you have,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Um. Okay, let me tell you. For my case, I'm very lucky in this way. Yeah, the ule mwenye alikuwa na yeye hayuko mbali, sitaki asikie. Mwenye alikuwa na yeye before me alikuwa worse off. Ule hakuna hata kitu alikuwa anajua, hakuna hata kenye alikuwa na yeye.
Hata
So
ajali.
it was easier for me.
True.
Raising the bar for me ilikuwa hard. But sometimes I always think of even our features. Unajua zungu wanapenda watu wanakaaje hivi unaona hii pen watu niache kuadvertise hawa watu wanakaa hivi small tiny
Yeah, true.
nini most that's what most of these jungles like. So me with my weight, and I've never been like too big or something, but I'm always adding weight. Unajua kama saizi nime-add kasi sijui nini, and you're like, oi guy huyu si anashangaa alitoa watu wenye mahaga tunakuwa nazo zinatoshana hivi mahips naenda sijui aje. Hi family, thank you for joining us. Umepata time poa, tunaongea tabia mbaya tu hapa. Ati kama ni Kenyan mom in law angejua hiyo yote ukikataa kupika. Imagine, yeah, if it was a
ingekuwa shida.
angekuwa shapika simu.
And I feel it's so wrong. And that's a major difference.
Yes.
Yeah, they also understand when you're on your lazy days and they don't keep on asking why mbona usijui ukufagia, mbona hujapika, nimefika, nimechoka, mbona hujapika. Ataingia kitchen, imagine apike. Hata niuliza. Hata yuko huko and it's nothing even, and at times you think maybe amekasirika, and then you go to the kitchen to get a glass of water, upime uone ako aje kama amekasirika. Afu unaona ameanza kujoke, so you know it's nothing big.
Back to World of Pixels. Oh my god, thank you for joining us. Rose Achibella is also in the house. Guys, let me know if you here and you do not understand Swahili, please let us
Yeah.
know so we can change up, because we're only speaking in Sheng and changing to English, and we are mixing everything. If you don't understand, we tell us, we'll go to English right away. Okay. Yeah, that is something else that I always wonder. I remember last year, I have to be very honest with you guys, I had weeks where I was really depressed, and it was the very first time where I was depressed, and depressed in a way that nothing was really wrong per se. Like if someone else looking from outside would be like, "Shida yako ni nini? Oh, good job, you are a nurse, you have a job, you're earning very good money, you don't have any kids. Yeah, you have a place to live, you have a boyfriend who loves you, you have a family, everybody's okay at home. What is wrong with you?" I had no particular reason to be depressed. But for me, I felt stuck. Unajua ile time, that phase in your life you reach and you're like, I don't know where I'm going. What am I doing with my life?
Unasikia ni kama you're somewhere without a way out.
Yes.
It's like you're in a box. You can't go out. You can't do anything. Hakuna kitu unaona ikisonga for you.
Yeah, for me, and that is one of the times that I even fell more in love with my boyfriend, because Aki alikuwa naamka, he did everything for those weeks, and I was like I was on the couch for like 8 weeks. I did not do anything. I wasn't even, yani just kuamka kwenda kushawa kurudi kwa hiyo couch ilikuwa challenge. I was so stuck. Yeah, so stuck in my life. I did not know, what do I want to do next? Where do I want to take my business? Where do I want to take my career? Am I satisfied being a nurse? Do I want to go to Kenya or stay here?
Yeah,
I didn't know.
You just don't know what you want.
Yeah, you don't know where the direction your life is taking, and it got me very depressed. And oh my god, Aki alikuwa naamka ananiletea breakfast hapo penye nimekaa, atatoa sahani na panguze meza, aende shopping, afanye nini. Imagine he just gave me time, and nilikuwa najiimagine kama ningekuwa yeye, singeji understand nini mbaya na mimi.
Wengi wangechoka, actually wengi wangechoka, waseme ukisikia poa. I've had guys like those ones back home. My exes. Utanikola. Cheki kila kitu kikuwa poa, unajua namba yangu, utaniambia. Aki ukishaambiwa hivyo, hizo shida unapatanga solutions tu. Alafu utanitafuta, unajua kwa unaweza nipata.
Grace Fema anasema ati anakuserve pia. Very true. Atakupigia na atakuserve, which is actually a very big challenge for me, because okay, when you're used to being a strong woman or an African woman, you are raised to be that woman who is taking care of stuff. Yeah, your man is not even supposed to know where food is coming from. You should be very ready. Yeah, unajua nini utapika saa ngapi.
Hata ajui. Huwa naona hata chumvi ikienda kuisha, yeye ndo anajua chumvi inaenda kuisha na sijui. Sukari ijatosha kwa chai, yeye ndo anajua sukari ijatosha, tuongeze. Hadi sometimes najiuliza, guy. My mom even knows that. At times I'm talking to my mom and she asked me, where is your husband? And I tell her, he's cooking. And she tells me, bukati yo simu kapike, hata huna aibu.
I've had that conversation with my show a lot, yeah. And I'm okay, I'm talking with her, right? And then my boyfriend comes back in the evening. Yeah, I was talking to her for like 2 hours. You know, us when we call our people.
Yeah.
And he comes in, and I tell her, aya, unanihedi ya Kenya. And he says, "Ndiata amefika," right? And she's like, "Okay, now weka simu chini endo pikie bwanako." I'm like, yeah, and then I tell her, by the way, Germans, if you're not in Germany, Germans love bread and cheese and sausages in the evening, and it's all cold, and they can make that.
It's good, and it's enough for them, funny enough.
And it's enough for them. So if you're expecting me to cook ugali every evening, they don't need that. They don't really care for ugali.
They don't need that.
Definitely. Laila is saying depression is real. I have experienced it in this lockdown. Yeah, Laila, I thought I was immune to the whole lockdown thing, but it really got to me. And I even took mental sickness or health seriously last year, because I've been always this kind of who are always trying to be strong and strong for everybody else. And then it happened
to me. Not to be okay.
Yeah, it's okay to say I am not okay. You don't need a reason. You do not need a reason for that. Gina Mami saying, how about with kids? With kids, okay. I don't have any kids, so I don't know what to say about how they are with kids. What would you say? Have you seen anything?
I see how responsible they are, even with kids. I've seen even from other interracial couples. Most of them, I don't know about all of them. Especially now, we are thinking about getting a dog. Now, Sai, if I'm to tell you the honest truth, he has already bought everything the dog needs. The
Wow.
collar, I don't know now. He wants to order the jacket, which can tell you they are so responsible. If
Yes,
you won't do it, they'll do it. Hata ngojea ati uamke. They're not the type of guys to wait. The baby is crying and they're not even moved. They'll wake up and go check the baby.
definitely.
Yeah.
Um, I remember when we got together also we wanted a dog, yeah, and I think I told you we had a dog for
Mhm.
4 years. And I remember also when we got together, he was like, I always wanted a dog, but I didn't want to get it alone. I wanted until I'm in a serious relationship so that we both take care of the dog together.
Yeah.
And that also gave me a chance to get to know him as a father figure or someone who
Mhm.
is supposed to take care of. And guys, if you have kids, please forgive us because people who have kids don't like people comparing kids to dogs, and that's not what we're doing. We're just saying that when you have a pet or a dog or something that you have to take care of, you
Yeah.
see a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot when it about him when it comes to such responsibilities. And I
Mhm.
got to know a lot about Aki. He woke up very early, going for not even walks, going for runs and jogs because we
Mhm.
had a big dog, or it was a race that was finally was supposed to be a very big dog. He passed unfortunately, but
Sorry.
he had a lot of energy. He really needed it. And if it was up to me, Aki mimi ati niende I go for jogs to do 1 hour in the
The
morning to
farthest,
I
the
wouldn't.
farthest I used to do with our dog in Juja, where we stay with my sister, ni kushukisha tu mbwa isusu. After amesusu tu hivi mbio juu, hakuna walk tunaenda na wewe. Okay, it's not that you don't want to go for the walk, but it's not in us. You don't walk for what?
So I had to do it because I came to realize that if you don't do it after 30 minutes anataka tena, so you have to definitely take a walk kwa sababu inasusu mara
Mm-hmm.
kama tatu nne hivi according to
Yeah.
kwenye nusa. You definitely have to take walks, but
Mm-hmm.
these walks were every 2 hours. Like every 2 hours you have to go with it kwa sababu sisi tunaichipia juu tuko third floor.
Mm-hmm.
Hakuna ile ati tunaweza fungua tu mlango iende nje alafu irudi peke yake, so you really have
Lazima
to.
umpeleke, yeah.
You have to go down the stairs and then urudi tena up the stairs. And I'm working, he was working, so getting that time to know when what, yeah. But it was very, very important for us to know how we deal with situations if we get kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's a test run,
Yeah,
definitely.
very.
I'm very excited for you guys. Again, it's going to be such a good time.
We can't wait. We
It's
can't
going
wait.
to be
Hata
such a good
toys zishanunuliwa, sijui kakuku,
night.
sijui nini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's going to be so enjoyable. But do you know what kind of a dog you're getting? Now I'm curious.
A small dog. We want a dark sausage or a Yorkshire Terrier. Just a
Nice.
small dog that we can manage, that I can
Yeah.
put in my blouse to cuddle. I love dogs.
Was that your idea then?
He has grown up with dogs.
Okay.
He loves them. He loves cats too. For me, my first pet was a dog, and I fell in love with dogs from that time. I've only
Yeah.
had one pet, that dog. Now it's with my sister. I
Okay.
post her a lot, and she's so beautiful and
Oh my, I
attitude. So
saw
I
her.
love
She's so
dogs.
pretty. I saw her. I really did.
Mhm.
Yeah, dogs are very, very good. Especially for us, it did a lot of good because we were still new together and it already
It
made
keeps
us
you
part
on.
of a
It
family.
keeps you on toes.
Yeah.
Akicheza cheza.
Mhm. And then all of a sudden, it's not you and him, it's you guys as a family. It makes it
Yeah, a family.
a unit.
True.
Yes, definitely. And then for me, it really, actually, Rocky, his name was Rocky. Rocky really helped me. You guys don't even understand. Because I was one person who was like always looking for a chance to go somewhere and do something and be with someone. And, like that. I was always Kagun and Gia, yeah?
Mhm.
And Rocky kept me grounded because I still have to go out with him. So
Mhm.
huwezi enda sijui wapi ukae sijui for hours. You still have to come home early enough because you have to go out with the dog. Sometimes I just wanted to be with him at home. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to see anybody.
Mhm.
So it brought me back a little bit, made me
Responsibility.
calm
Hata
down.
ukienda wapi, you have to come back because hujampikia.
Mhm. And then you have to be responsible pia. Itakula nini? Food ikienda kuisha hivi hata kabla ishe ushaendea.
It's just like having a small child.
Yeah.
Responsibility ni zile.
Yeah.
When the dog pees in the house, you have to clean it. Si tutangoja ikae hapo. It's
Oh God.
responsibility. Yeah.
All right. So let us read what Rose is saying. She's saying you can train your hubby from the start to take care of the kids. I agree, definitely, definitely. But I think when it is his kids, there are things that will come naturally. Also, of course, you have to remind him sometimes. Okay, it's your turn to do this, or go and pick the kids, or something. But I think it comes naturally for them to.
Responsibility sharing has to be there, but it comes naturally. True.
Yeah, I would say that. We still have to find out, but I would say that also. Actually, Grace is saying, I like that part. You don't have to cook 3 times every day as long as there's bread and cheese. Yes, that is something I also love about it because if you know there's bread, cheese, and sausages or ham in the house, your boyfriend could even go for 2 days without you cooking. They don't mind cooking bread and cheese. So I love that also because sometimes you're just really tired to cook 3 times a day. Let me tell you, if I were to go back home and get married to a Kenyan, I can fukuzwa in 2
Hata
days.
mimi ningefukuzwa. Do you know there is a time we were in my mom's house. We were in my family house rather.
Mm-hmm.
Alafu akaenda kitchen and alikuwa anapika, alisema anatupikia food yao. My husband is not German, he's Hungarian.
Yes.
So akasema anatupikia a dish from their home.
From Hungary, yeah.
Yeah, nikaenda sitting room, sijui what I went to do. And then we started talking with my sister. I sat down. My dad came and asked me, sasa hii ni tabia gani unataka kutuonesha huku? Mbona bwanako niye peke yako kitchen na huko utaacha mwanaume kwa nini aende apike? And I even got surprised. It's not a big deal.
It is not. And let me tell you,
you have to be there. I can't even sit when he's in the kitchen cleaning dishes. My mom is like, wake up, just go, stay there. Don't leave him in the kitchen alone. He's doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's so much, and he has to keep telling them it's fine, let her sit down, just sit down and do everything, because he knows how to clean the dishes, he can cook, he knows how to do everything actually.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And that is also something that I learned. I had to learn with time to just let go. Just relax. If it's and it is also still very hard for me to just he's cooking and I'm just sitting down with my
you feel.
Yeah. So sometimes what I do is if he really wants to cook or if it's cooking, I will wash the dishes then at that time.
Yeah.
Or
make the vegetables ready for him to cook.
Yeah, or let him add something. Yeah, it still feels very, unless I'm doing something else. Maybe I'm, nakunja manguo, I'm doing laundry, anything like that. Okay, but just him in the kitchen is still very weird as an African. But I'm learning with time to just let go, to just be okay with it, because they are okay with it. They are okay with them cooking when you are watching your favorite movie. They don't mind at all. And also something else in Germany in Germany as a whole, the roles have, we are a little bit more equal than than in Africa. The equality has gone, further than that, and they also realize that we all have to work. Both of us have to work in order to pay bills. So why would I expect you as a woman, which I had never understood in Kenya, why would I expect you, we are working together full time, lakini tukifika kwa nyumba all the other chores are yours,
or even you're even working more than the man,
or you're even working more than a man sometimes.
I've had a problem with that. My God, I've had an issue with that. Unapata a guy, you're dating a guy back home. That's my experience.
Yes.
I'm dating a guy back home, but the guy does not want to do anything. I'm the one to go, even maybe he's even in my. I've dated a guy who used to stay in my house. I do everything. My house. I'm a student.
You're paying for the rent.
My parents are paying for the rent, and he has to stay in my house, eat my food, not contribute anything. Na nikiwa shule unasikia mtu anakupigia ati unarudi saa ngapi?
Ukuje upike.
Leo unapika nini? I told him nikirudi nisikupate huko nani. You go. It's
Well,
too much. We're not even married. No
hey.
responsibility, but I have to do everything. And he has the audacity to even call you and ask you ati unarudi saa ngapi.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. And let me tell, Pamela is also here, and Alex as guys. Please, guys, tell us. Why is it so difficult? Or is it okay to imagine a woman working in 2021 in our generation today? You can imagine her working 100% because you guys still have to pay bills, kids have to go to school, but you cannot imagine you helping her with chores. Why is it that equality is only coming? Okay, it's only one-sided
It's
because
so hard. Hata ni kama hata ukimwambia ende kitchen apike ni kama anakufanyia favor. Ama ni kama it's a favor you have to leo tu nifanyie favor upike.
Imagine.
Why? Nifanyie favor upike. And the food is not that ati anakupikia ukule peke yako, anapika mkule, and it's because maybe you're doing something else, you got tired. Mimi niliona hiyo maisha sitaweza. Niliona tu sitaweza.
Yeah, hiyo ni hard kabisa, imagine, because at least kama basi nilikuwa job, yuko job, I don't have a problem with dating someone because they're not working, your work is something. Life is more about it's not only about money also, but I want to feel like you're also meeting me somewhere, you know, like nimekuja hata kama wewe mwenyewe umepika, umeorder something basi unajua ama umeenda mama ambaye
at least hata you even ulikatakata vitunguu, ukakatakata nyanya zikayapo in preparation to me coming and cook. That is even a bit motivating. But unapata mtu anakuuliza ati unatokea saa ngapi uende ukabai sijui nini imeisha.
Haya, wewe uende job, alafu upitie kuja ukinunuaga vitu supa na soko, alafu kuja ukatakata unipikie. Hapana, we cannot do that, tafadhali. We are not bashing anybody, but we have to think of each other.
Yeah, and the guy used to stay in the house like the whole day. I'm even the one going to school. He's not doing anything. That's why for me,
not a student.
You see, I was a student that time.
And him?
He was not a student. He was working. Now this is what happened. We met online on Instagram. He was working in Qatar.
Yeah.
The guy, I'll not mention names, but the guy, I don't know for what reason. You've just talked to them for a short time. You've not even said you're dating or you're doing anything. The next thing you know, Asha resigned job but anakuja kukaa na wewe.
I think alikuwa resign before wewe.
Resigningi that period, because we started talking in an October, and then January that guy was there. Resign job. And he's coming to build his life. And I asked him with who? Venye mtu alihamianga kwangu. You see how men say ati alikuja akacha earrings. Huyu wangu alikujanga na inaitangwa aje sling bag. Alikuwa amenunua huko Qatar, ameweka sijui tunguo twake. Ladies, if you're watching and you're not married, please never do that, because inakuanga mzigo ingine ngumu ya kubeba. Alikatalianga kwangu.
I also know about one of my friends, the boyfriend is not even my boyfriend. It was not her boyfriend. They were just chatting each other up. And then anakwambia, just you let me come. I'll come and visit you during the weekend. I hope you're off. Alikuja na bagi ingine kubwa.
Ogopa. Wangu aliniambia sijui aende asalimiane home kidogo, because alitoka Qatar akaenda kwao siku 2, akaacha hizo masuitcase. So unajua siku 2 si enough, mtu amekaa away from home for 2 years or 1.5 years. So akaenda sijui ananiambia acha aende asalimiane. Kumbe kusalimiana alikuwa ameenda akibadilisha nguo. Mimi naona mtu sasa amekuja na bags. Sasa kazi ni kukaa tu kwa kitanda kungoja mechi jioni, mimi niende shule, ati tutapika nini? Nilimwambia
kila kitu kasaviwe.
Hebu enda. Hapo drama. Mimi drama nitafuta.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Imagine, I think there's a very big number of women right now, especially in Nairobi and big cities in Kenya, who are going through this.
I know a girl who was in Juja still. She was working, she was a banker, imagine. And the guy used to just get guys to come in the house, play PS the whole day, eat all the food in the fridge, does not help the girl in paying bills. They had one child, it's fine, but what was the input from him as the man? He was not paying bills, not helping. Worse, he was even beating up that girl, and ni kama alikuwa amekwamilia huko, so the girl can't do anything. And she goes to buy fish. We used to buy fish the same place. Kuna place huko tunaendea fish, and that mom, that woman selling there, she's a very good woman.
Yes.
So she talks to us. We go there. She's a Christian. She has a Bible. At times she reads for us verses and anatupea story ya maisha yake. She's a very nice woman.
Yes.
So that girl talked to that woman, and the woman felt, no, this is like my daughter. The next thing, the woman alimwambia twende, you're ready, you want this man to go. And she was like, I've had enough, I want him to go. Wakaendea polisi, mwanaume alitolewa huko na polisi. Nothing would get that guy out.
Because it is very easy. Life is easy. Yeah,
anaamka asubuhi, mkate, sausages, yani anaishi the life.
Just okay. Even if I always say that I'm not into definitely, it doesn't stress me so much that you don't earn too much. I have to be honest with myself.
It got to a point
it
stresses me. If for me it got to a point, and people think that maybe I'm hating on men without jobs, but for me it's really important you have your job, because I've seen it all. I've seen how bad it can get.
Yeah, definitely.
Sijui stories za babe, niwekee data ndo tuongee.
Ati babe, nitumie pesa nikuje nikuone. Wewe ndo namlipia Uber. Akuende anakula fare.
Yeye ndo anakula fare sasa. No, that is too much. It becomes hadi inakuwa ni kama sasa ni right yake ya kuprovidiwa. You ask him, unatafuta job lini? Na ngoja dili ivane.
Alafu tunaivanaga tu. Na kuna sijui anangoja tenda, sijui gani inakuja ya gava, sijui inakuja.
Hakuna tenda, wanaamka, they're just so comfortable, anakula kila kitu. Of course utakosa kubuy food juu ni kwako. You pay the rent, you pay everything, you buy food, you do all that stuff. Kazi yake ni kucheza PS, calling guys to even eat the food that you've stocked up there. Thank you.
Mimi, I always say, okay, if there are problems, there are problems. If it's about the house or anything, if I'm staying in the house, if I'm staying in the house, I can take care of myself. I will say, because we're not taking care of them. I can take care of myself, but do not ask me for money. I don't care what is going on.
You know, they start asking you for money in a way that you don't even expect. Some of them even don't start saying they need money for this. You're going somewhere, and sasa mko kwa basi, you're going maybe to town. You're paying fare. Unaenda kulipa hadi yake, so it becomes pole pole. Sijui umemlipia fare, you go somewhere for drinks, hana hiyo pesa, utaki aibu, utakosa kunywa ati sote tusikunywa ati just like kutumia pesa, you'll end up paying because bill inakuja kama moja. It's so stressful. So for me, I usually say, and people think maybe I'm savage, but from my own experience, I usually say acha ukuwe na job. Ama hata kama una job, at least wacha nione effort yako as a man, because even the men we have right now, they can wake up one day, they don't have the job. That does not mean you'll walk out because now you can't stay with someone without a job. But the effort that is putting.
Yeah. Okay. Can we be fair a little bit? Because I say I am not, okay, and I'm always bashed for this, yeah? I am not a feminist. And I'm not an anti-feminist. I'm an equalist. I'm not there to do let's bash men and let's be unfair to men. We are not playing that game at all, because these are also human beings. They have their own problems. So I hate it when women come together to say, let us make men pay for everything. Pia, I'm not for that at all. So let us be fair. How about the women that all of a sudden when they come together with a man, and all of their levels and all their standards go up, and the man is supposed to be the one paying for it.
I have a problem with that as well. I always say, what are you bringing into the table as a woman as well? Because I believe that when you can afford to pay your rent, you afford to pay your drinks, you afford to do your nails and all those cheap bills that you have for yourself as a woman, when the man comes into your life, he'll come also to input something in your life, but atakuja apate rent umejisort, atakuja apate pesa kidogo kidogo, uitishi pesa ya Uber, sijui thou ya drinks and all that, ushajisort. So mostly watakuja ku input greater things than ya women.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah.
you're the one as a woman to set your own standards, because atakuja ashangae, sa what will I do for this woman? Ashajifanyia almost all the things that anaweza jifanyia. Amejilipia rent, amejilipia bills zake, Uber na afford vitu kama hizo. So hata utapata ana input the bigger things, amekubalia shamba ama amekubalia gari, because uko hapo kila wakati sijui ati babe nataka 6 ya kucha, sijui 6 ya gel, sijui nini.
You can play that game.
Yeah, so you have to do something for yourself. It really it works.
It
works.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always find it unfair when women have these discussions that don't take care of a man, right? Okay, good. It's okay. And then you guys come together and all of a sudden you are not working. Hata unaweza lose job, by the way. Hata unaweza lose job yako kwa months hauna job. You could also get sick or be at home or get a kid and you're not working anymore. And then all of a sudden he is supposed to do it, you know, and that is the same person you are mistreating because you had to take care of them for a few months before they found a job, you know. So we also have to be fair, guys. Let us not continue preaching these things that have been preached by women for so long, because things have changed. It's 2021. Economy has changed. We have more opportunities as women also. Let us find a middle spot. We are not taking care of men, but also don't expect them to just totally take care of you. Be able to take care of you.
Yeah, don't just be a baby girl.
Yeah, don't just be a princess. It's times Elisha's I'm a princess, I'm trophy wives. Very few men still want trophy wives. Just sit there and be pretty. Very few. Everybody wants to be working.
And even the ones I know they want those wives, it's for a short time, because especially here, I see that affording a house help can be very hard. So you sit down with your husband, you talk and you agree, okay, now we have children, this is what we can do. You can stay home for this time, I'll take care of you, which they really do. Not just saying, they really do. So that at least you can, because a child needs a mother more than the father. You breastfeed the child, you know the way, and when he comes back in the evening, anakusaidia penye atapata umefika kidogo on the house chores. You take your 1 hour of sleep or 2 hours of rest, and that's how it works. But after the children have grown up and they are going to school and everything, you can go back to work pole pole. See, you just sit there. There are some who want those trophy wives, which is fine. They have maybe the money to, but most I know wanataka at least pia ufanye kazi mpatane katikati, not unless maybe you have to stay home for the kids.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Okay. Let me ask this. When you get kids, in the future.
Yeah.
If you guys want kids, that's it.
Definitely.
If you want kids and you get kids in the future, are you going to raise them more Kenyan or more German?
One thing I know for sure is discipline. I'll bring them up. That's what we were even talking last night. We'll bring them up with discipline. Because for him as well, he agrees. A child, it's not a must you beat the child. That is not the only way to instill discipline. But we want our children to grow up with values, good values, with discipline as well. Yeah. So they have to respect others. We are not going to spoil them the way I see children spoiled here too much. A child can throw a shoe at an adult and you'll just laugh about it. For me, no, because I was not raised the same way, which has really helped me.
I always find it very interesting that for us Kenyans, when we're talking about raising kids in Germany, it always boils down to discipline. I don't know why that is the biggest factor for us.
Yesterday we went somewhere and I saw a child. You know how you go to the supermarket with your mom? At least for me, I was not allowed to see someone with who looks different, and then you start talking. That was a slap. Not even talking. That was a slap. And it's good because kuna places unaweza enda ufanye hivyo uchapwe, and it's not that it's a very big thing, but it helps you. At least let them go, then you can talk about. But that saying and everything, at least I'll let my child know it's not so good. Because I've seen what children do here. They go touch food with dirty hands. Mi ningeshika chakula ya nani?
Okay, I want to ask you something else about raising kids, but let me read a few comments kwa sababu zimeongezeka na nitasahau tena. Jina Mom was saying, Laila, I saw you. Jina Mom was saying, I had postmortem depression for 1 year in Germany. Postpartum depression is real, guys. And if you don't know what we're talking about, is when you get kids or when you get a baby, and then after the baby you get depression, and people take it very lightly, but it's a very serious type of depression, because it is most new moms don't know how to go. They come to a point where they're like, oh my God, I have a baby. Am I fit to be a mom? If someone has trusted a whole human being with me, can I do this? And this is a real depression for women, and you should definitely look for help when you have that.
Sorry about that, Gina Mom.
Yeah, definitely. So sorry. I hope you she said also not easy, but I thank God now my mom joined me. Yeah, you needed someone, definitely. And like Laila is saying, Gina, it shall be well with you. This country is not easy sometimes. Yeah, it is not easy in Germany when you get babies and or when you get a baby and you're alone. In Kenya you have your mom, your auntie, your grandmothers. So if you're totally alone in Germany, it can be hard, definitely. Grace Favored was saying, in Kenya, some can't eat food cooked by house manager. I had a friend who used to do all, even washing, and she was working while house manager takes care of baby alone.
Kufua. So I tell every guy, nikiingia tu kwa relationship, I just tell them, well, just know I don't even wash my own clothes.
Hata mimi nilikuwa nalipana, hata nilikuwa Kenya na 20 nilikuwa nalipana. I hated also washing clothes kabisa. Now I don't mind because there's machines and but even folding after zimetoka kwa machine, oh my God, naweza kaa hapo hivyo for
folding, ironing, what?
It's a lot. I also don't like laundry at all. And he's saying there are also people who ukona mtu wa kufanya job kwa home, and your man still says they only want you to do some things. Na umetoka job umefanya the whole time, bado wewe ndio utapika na bado kuna boards. So okay. Laila, come and stay. Yeah, those are come and stays that are only exploiting you. Be very careful. Yeah. Ati hao wamejaa Mombasa, hawana hata adabu, ati wataalika mpaka
maswahiba zao kula kwako.
Kiswahili iliendaga na meli awasana na Kizungu. Yeah, very true. Kwanza hao wenye wanakudisrespect atu wanaleta maboys wao wakuja kule kenye ulibai, kenye ulipika, unakuja kwa hao hakuna food.
Uliacha food na umechoka.
Alafu watu wa kucheza, jamaa wangu sasa pia anacheza. Time ya kucheza wanakulaga. Ndio time kula popcorns, anataka crisps, anataka sijui njugu, anataka kama uleta mandizi zilikuwa 5 utapata hata moja. Who is here? Okay, Grace Favored is saying Mombasa watatafuta wenye wako na wazungu. Kwanza hiyo ndio wanapenda sana. Ukisha kuona wewe uko na mzungu kwa mwanamke. Au ndio wanakutaka juu wanataka mkule na wanadhani unakula pesa ya mzungu, wanataka akusaidie mkule pesa ya mzungu pamoja, and that is I don't like to think like that.
I don't know, because up to now there are some we talk with, some ladies we talk to, and then you see the context of the communication or the conversation is he's the one paying the bills, he's the one doing everything, which is so funny because I also work, you have to work.
Can I say this? I think watu wengi wenye wamelelewa na mama mmoja bila baba, majamaa sana ongea Kiswahili for a reason. Majamaa wenye wamekuwa tu na mama peke yake, hawajakuwa na baba. Hao ndio wanakuwa spoiled hivyo. Hawataki kufanya kazi kwa nyumba, juu mama wao alikuwa afanya kazi the whole time. Na hawataki kufanya kazi walete pesa.
Juu wamelelewa maybe hivyo wakiwa watoto wa mama, vijana wa mami. Hiyo ndio kitu sitaki kufanya. I don't want to spoil.
Hapana,
I want them to be responsible.
Yeah. What I wanted to ask you also is, what do you think about, because I have a problem with this. I have a problem with when people in Germany get kids and then they start paying their kids weekly or monthly allowance. What do you think about that?
That's another topic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'll not, this narrows down to spoiling. I'd not like to spoil them in a way that they need this, they have it. And it's not because I cannot afford it or the father will not afford it, but they have to know the cost of working as well. They have to know nothing comes easy. So
Mm-hmm.
kama ni hiyo allowance una regulate to a way that si nyingi vile, you can give them something small, just enough, and that they can also learn on saving and trying to be careful with money. But that weekly, I don't know, 100 euros every week, that is definitely not me.
Yeah, that's also not me. I think, okay, I remember how nice we were to our moms when we were growing up, because you knew everything you ever need or everything you want in life. You'll never get it unless you're nice to your mom, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I had that problem when I came to Germany as au pair, because I realized that the kids in my host family were used to getting weekly allowance. You know, they didn't even need their mom. They could buy that shoe, they could buy that game they always wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and sometimes they stayed for weeks without talking to each other because I don't need you. You know, and the government expects you to do that. So for me, it has always been hard. That's why I wanted to know what you think about, how you think about it.
That is something that is not so good. Itafanya wakuwe spoiled in a way that they can even disrespect you. That's why you find that some children are almost fighting the mom because maybe the mom is not in a position to give them that allowance. And you find a child is almost raising up against you because you didn't give me the allowance, or I can
Yeah.
spend this money the way I want because my dad gave me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have a problem with if my kid is going to school and I know that later on they're going
Yeah.
to maybe go eat ice with the other kids. I
Mm-hmm.
don't mind him having like 5 euros, 10 euros in his pocket. I don't mind
Yeah,
that.
yeah, true.
Everything can happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't want you having so much money. You don't even need to talk to me anymore.
Exactly,
You
exactly.
know? Yeah, there
Or the
has to be a limit.
disrespect. Or
Yeah,
the
because
thing that you go to school, you don't even want to read because you know you'll always get this money. It's not something I've seen it spoil so many children back at home.
mm-hmm.
Unapata mtoto anajua, especially in campus, you've been rented for a very big two bedroom house, you live alone. It's not a problem. You get allowance, the latest phone on the market, you get it. You don't know the cost of that phone. You don't know the cost of living or paying bills or working. You don't know the pain. You don't know the pinch of any single shilling, to a point that ukikosa hiyo pesa unapata mtoto karibu hata auwe wazazi, ati mbona mmechelewesha pesa yangu. Pesa yako gani? So I want them to have what is just enough for them. Of course
Yes.
hawatakosa, but that spoiling, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do that.
I always say this. I know I'm going to be rich because we manifest what we want in our own life.
Amen.
And
Yeah.
amen. And I always say, even if I'll be a millionaire, I'm not buying, my kids are
Spoiling.
not wearing designer with 2 years. What is that? They're not wearing,
Exactly.
yeah, they're not doing the, you don't buy your kid the biggest car with 17 years old if you know maybe they'll never be able to buy that for themselves. Because if you,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think that is the reason why most women are so spoiled, or most women,
They're
because,
very spoiled.
yeah, because already as a parent or as a dad, you raise the bar too high that they'll never meet a man who is going to put her in the same lifestyle that you as a dad always
Yeah.
put her. She's the princess
Yeah.
who deserves everything in the world. So no man is ever enough. Yeah, no man can ever do enough. And then they
True.
end up being single, and you're like, what is my daughter? Why is she always single?
But you're the one who did that in the first place.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So I
Yeah.
think the way you raise them, you can have a lot of money and still raise them like they're poor kids, and not because you want them to look poor or to have tattered clothes or anything, but
You
sending
teach them
showing
in a
them
way
the
to be
value of money.
responsible.
Yeah, unless you're planning to take care of their lifestyle until they die, their whole life, that is something else. But if
Yeah.
they're going to go to the world sometime and be alone, you'll have to really be very strict with the disciplining.
Yeah, true.
Laila is saying. That's a big issue here in Germany, but my son has to save it and has to earn it. Definitely. If you know you're giving them 50 euros and you've already planned with them how they use the 50 euros, 10 euros should stay in the pocket, 10 should be saved, the other 10 should be given maybe to charity or to someone else. One is for a gift for grandmother or something like that. Then it's okay. If they already know the lessons, then you can give them monthly allowance or weekly allowance. But
Yeah.
if they're just getting money to just spend it, I don't think it's the right way to start off. I don't have kids. I'll tell you when I get kids if I change my mind, but I don't think it's the right way. Grace is saying you should show them to save, but not spoiling them. If you give them money, they will never learn the value of hard work.
Very
That's
true.
exactly what you say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Laila is saying wangu akiharibu kitu analipa na pesa zake. Exactly, don't spoil them. Yeah,
Very
akiharibu kitu
true.
hata alipe. Yeah.
Yeah, so that they can learn how because I've seen even children, they walk in a hotel and they're served for, I don't know, something to drink, and they're like, I don't want it. They slam it, or they even slam doors. For me, if I slam a door on my mom, that's a very big fight, because I'll have to articulate the cost of the door, the cost of the wood, the cost of everything, and they'll ask me, unajua bei ya hii kitu?
Mimi kwetu hata sijui kama ninge hata fikiria ati sijui nitupe nini wapi.
Hata mimi,
Hey!
I see my brother do that and I'm like, oh, kona bahati mimi hata
Unapata kwa wazee. Unapata amezeeka.
Unapata amezeeka, ameisha hata nguvu ya kudiscipline. Ati unaambiwa hakuna kwenda, sijui hakuna kwenda nje leo kunanyesha. Kaka, you bang the door. That was a big war.
Okay, you spoil them and ruin their future. It's what Grace Favor is saying. If you spoil them, actually you're ruining them. You're not doing any favor to them because they'll only do what you teach them. Of course, definitely. Yeah. I also have a problem with that, and I know that I'll try to deal with it differently. But the problem is, you always have to meet somewhere because we are multicultural. When you're Kenyan and your husband is, from another culture. We definitely have to find balance. How do we discipline them? How do we reward them? And I always found it a very good idea if kids can also have their own chores, like if you help with Sijui Nini, you can get 2 euros. If you're helping with the garden, you can help. You can earn some money. On Saturdays, help with the chores. Okay, your bed will never be paid for, but some chores maybe here and there, and then you get some money for it. It may motivate them. It may motivate them to do more and to help more in the house, but also it will teach them how to work and earn their money.
True.
Yeah. Kichapo. Ati kichapo ulikuwa naekwa slap. Kwanza babangu alikuwa peana zile slap za hapa. Pap, unajipata
slap. Mimi hata ilikuwa mshipi. I tell my husband at times, and he asks me, how did you grow up there? Like
Vietnam.
Ulikaji uko juu mimi sijoi chapwa. Nikamwambia
our homes were a war zone. Most children of rich people, if not well disciplined in early stages of life, if parents die, they misuse all the inheritance and poverty becomes their portion. Definitely. That's why people don't know how to use inheritance money when they get it, because nobody taught them. And that's why people also don't know how to use money when they win lotto or anything. This winning, people get millions and don't know
spending it.
Yeah, definitely. So I think we're coming to the end of our discussion because today is the first day that I'm going back to work. I had I think almost 3 weeks off. I was not working. Today is my first night shift, back to work, yoo-hoo. And I still need to make sure I eat something and then prepare myself and all of that. So we still wanted to play Smash, Marry, Kill. Still do that?
Yeah, we can.
What do you guys think? Do you have any questions?
Grace Favored is saying we grew up in Syria.
We grew
Kabisa.
up in Syria. It was not joke. Aki, sometimes you'll be beaten up today, tomorrow, the next day. You're like, what is this?
Every day umekata gazeti hivi, umekata gazeti ya nani? Umechora ukuta ya nani? If you hear that, just hide.
It almost felt like we never did anything right.
Yeah. Unatembea hivyo kwa nini? Tembea haraka ukalale, kesho ni shule.
You're always doing something that your mom doesn't like and always getting up for it. What was wrong? Anyway, guys, do you guys want us to? Okay, alles klar. Danke schön, Laila. Danke schön. You guys want us to do smash Marry Kill, or we'll let it go? Or we do it another day, another drinking day? Because I have to work today and drink. I have coffee. I'm a very good girl today. It's coffee.
Yeah.
Are you working, by the way?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah, till 15th is when we can go back. But doing something a bit different, not because still hotels and restaurants are closed here. So it's doing but it's still part of working.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like playing today somehow. But okay.
Yeah, it's fine because you need to also get ready. You need to
I feel
yourself.
I feel like those butterflies for getting back to work after some time. I don't know. Yeah, it's like the first time I'm going there, and I've been working there for 4 years now. Oh God.
I understand.
Yeah. Okay, guys, what are you watching right now on Netflix? I want to know before we go. What are you watching, by the way, Brie?
I'm not watching anything. Only Power. Actually, I'm downloading the episodes of Power, the Power book.
Where?
On torrents. I usually use the magnets. So you know how to download movies online.
Ebu send me. Imagine I used to watch on those zile website hatuko tunakubalishwa lakini tuko na watch huko. But it has been a long time since I watched something.
You can download them or stream them on those apps like the Pirate Bay. I don't want to say that here because I don't know if it's allowed.
Okay.
But I'll say it. Line Torrents, Pirate Bay. Those you get them. You download them in the uTorrent app.
Aki, send me a link ya Power.
Okay.
So please. Lupin. Yeah, I've watched that one too, and I think it's a very good one. I'm waiting for the next season to come out. It's still but right now I'm watching Suits. Have you ever watched Suits?
No, but I've been recommended.
Ata mimi I've been recommended so many times, and this time I was like, okay, let me just watch it, and it's not bad. It's all right. But I'd recommend you watch Little Fires Everywhere. You'd love it.
I'll look for it. Hiyo lazima tuangalie.
Yeah, so I always ask this last question, and you always come every day. So I know that you know the question. So I'll ask you again. In a scale of 0 to 10, how happy are you right now?
9.
Whoa! Happy girl.
9. Because the one that is left is because you're on lockdown.
Yes.
Na hiyo ingejaza hiyo. I wouldn't say I'm not happy.
You look like a happy girl also. Like very satisfied and chilling, just chilling. Yeah, I'm very, very happy for you. So a lockdown would make it a 10. If the lockdown.
And what about you?
Mimi, I'm always a 9. And it's because I think happiness is a choice most of the time. Yeah, most of the time of course it's not as easy as that. There are some factors that come and then they take you off.
Like times you wake up and you miss home and you're like, oh.
Yeah. But I'm a 9 right now, and one thing that would make it is not even lockdown. I'm actually almost giving up on the lockdown. I want to go home. I want to go home in March, and that would make it a 10. That would make it a 15.
You will. You will,
Yeah.
but I'm so jealous. I'm really so
I'm so
jealous.
sorry. I know I would be jealous if I were you too. I would be because I homes are easy is like heaven. I've never been so homesick, so I'm really looking forward to March, definitely. So,
Mhm.
is there anything else you want to tell us? First of all, guys, before you go, please, if you have not subscribed to Brenda Pazurik, you're missing out. Guys, you're missing out. She has great content, and the way you see even now, her videos look good, her audio is good, her makeup is always on point. You will love her
Thank
content.
you.
Please go and subscribe to her. Let us watch her videos. And very soon she's also doing live streams. So after these live streams will be coming to yours, and so
Mhm.
you guys please check out her videos and always check out if she's going live. She has 10K, or is it now more, 10K followers on Instagram. Her content is on fire, you guys. Yeah,
Thank
real
you. Thank you.
TikTok.
I would also like to say thank you very much to all the guys who come to watch this live as well. I would say I've gained subscribers. I've gained like 20 more ever
Wow,
since I started coming here.
nice.
So thank you
I'm
very
very
much,
happy.
guys.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
very happy it's working because that is something we used to do also. That if you want, even now, if you want subscribers, go to other people's lives and just be genuinely there, not just fishing
Mhm.
for subscribers. And
Boss,
that is
yeah,
what you
true.
do. Yeah, you are a real supporter of other people's channels, so you really deserve every subscriber that you get.
Thank
Um,
you very much.
Laila, I don't know what you mean about applying for a visa before traveling home. A visa for what? For Kenya? Because we don't need a visa for Kenya. I don't know what you mean. Please let me know, and then I'll definitely clear it out. But guys, allow me to say thank you to Brenda so much for always being so graceful and accepting our invitation. You guys wanted me and her to talk about relationships in Germany, and we tried our best to cover that topic. I hope you guys liked it. I hope we answered
Mhm.
every question you might have. If you have more questions, DM Brenda or DM me
Yeah, sure.
on our IG. Subscribe to Brenda, subscribe to me if you haven't, and let us meet tomorrow. We go live every day. So, guys, I'll see you tomorrow, and I wish you a lovely evening. Bye,
I wish
Brenda.
you a lovely evening too and have a nice time at work.
Thank you.
We can
Thank you.
still be talking if you need to talk the at work if you get the
Yeah,
time to.
yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
definitely. Are you going live today?
My life is even running currently because I realized if I do it every day, it's really helping. So I just
Yeah.
start it and I leave it there as a silent live.
Perfect. Okay, so we will
Yeah.
join you. We'll join you after this one. We'll come to your YouTube channel, to your channel, and you're going to join the silent live. And then, guys, you can always put it on silent so that you can continue doing other things in the house while it runs, and it
Yeah.
helps the channel a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to apply online, like that's what you mean. If you're going home with a white man or you are not Kenyan and you're going to Kenya, you can apply online before you arrive because you'll not get it at the airport anymore. You're right. Yes, definitely.
You
Okay,
don't
guys,
get
let me
it
go.
at the
Huh?
airport? We'll talk about it. It's fine. I'll
Yeah, you
ask
can
you.
get it right now at the airport. I don't know why
Okay.
they're doing that, but you need to apply online. They're trying to take everything online. That's why. Just apply
Uh,
online. Yeah, apply online. Okay, guys. Judy Roth, I don't know what you mean, sweetheart. Please write me. Please write me on DM. I'll reply to you right now. My DM, my Instagram is also at bucket list says. Write me and then I'll explain to you. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't want you to be sad. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for always being here. Thank you to Brenda for always talking and being so honest with us and real. I love you so much, Brenda. Thank you
I
so, so.
love you too, and thank you very much for the chance to be here with you.
Kisses, guys. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Bye. So, guys, see you tomorrow. I'll be here. I'll tell you definitely on my IG when, and then you guys can join us. Thank you so much, and I'll have a lovely evening. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.